Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Team Fortress TV. We're going to be bringing you ESEA-IM playoff games instead of action, I suppose, in a new format even. There is no more loser bracket, play a game, lose one, go down and play a whole bunch of games in a row. Instead, we have a championship style best of three, and the loser is done. Their season's just donezo right there at the start. And we're doing something a little bit different here tonight as well. That's a little bit of a test. As you'll see, we've got Truck on camera, Dashner on production, doing something a little bit different. I don't know that this has really been tried a whole lot, but hopefully it'll turn out okay. And I got Buick as my co-caster tonight. How you doing, Buick?
Man, 11 out of 10 marks is feeling absolutely wonderful tonight. Ready for best of three action. I can't get that out of my head how cool that is, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, I've played in a few best of threes in this game, and it has brought me great joy and also great anguish. So hopefully we'll get that for some of the 12 players going in here tonight. But I think we'll start up by bringing up that great little roster graphic here. And we'll get into the game here. So the first roster we're going to talk about is Champagne and Cocaine. You got Saam on Medic, Mason, aka Chair User, on Pocket, Muma on Demo, Dolphin Rider on Scout, Hellbent will be your roamer person, and my bro Sezco playing Scout for Champagne and Cocaine. Lots of pretty well-known players on here, particularly in Mason and Sezco, also Hellbent. But tell me about our other team, Buick.
Give me 1 second now. Alright, other Hawaiian Beach Vacation. Miwo on Medic, Tooth, Soldier, Top Shot. We got some demo man action. You know, that's what he does. He does what he has to do. Mika on the Scout. Frag, that's 2 G's. That's not 1 G, that's 2 G's. 2 G's on the other soldier. And followed up, last but not least, Vand, their boyo, the other Scout man. That, my friends, is the Hawaiian Beach Vacation.
Yep, lots of solid players on that roster too, so we should be getting a pretty good game. I believe we've got some head-to-head information for you here, if that's your kind of thing. So we were talking about, you know, who should we look at for this game, and I said, well, we got to talk about Sezco and someone else.
Oh, my boy
because Sezco's my boy. Yeah. Now his stats, they're not quite so good as Van's, if you'll check out. I mean, his KAD's a little bit better, but he's pretty far behind in the kills department. Damage is about even. Heals per minute's about even. Although Van's got double the amount of med picks. But, you know, it'll be okay. I think Sezco can handle himself here. I should also note before, since we kind of forgot to mention it, this best of three is going to be on your typical map series for a best of three. So we might even get to see some Viaduct tonight.
Wonderful.
So
dude.
This is going to be great. Hopefully we get a good series. I wouldn't mind it going to 3 games, although that'll probably mean we'll be here for about 3 hours, Buick, and we'll get to be best friends.
Oh well, man. If I could be here for 3 hours with you and we got to see a Viaduct like best of 3 final, you know, go to the last nail biting edge, I would trade that for anything. I wouldn't trade it for anything. You know what I mean?
I think we got some more too. I think we're gonna bring up Top Shot and Muma and have a look at them. There we go. So we got Top Shot and Muma. You can see Muma's doing a lot more of the killing of the things. Also a little bit less dying. And if you look at heals per minute, Top Shot is devouring heals right now, which is a kind of, you know, an older school style, Buick.
Yeah, he's being tanked a little bit more, you notice. In the end, you know, but you got to subtract it from somewhere. So when you got to give your demo the heals, you got to put up the numbers. And as long as he does fine, your team will do fine.
Yeah, and I think we were talking also a little bit about Tooth earlier. I played on a few different teams with Tooth. He was always a pretty solid roamer from my experience with him. Although you know, there's not a huge difference in all roamers. But I liked Tooth. He's a nice guy. Pretty good player. I like seeing Tooth and Sezco together, both former teammates of mine, so a flank that may be somewhat joined together in their singular purpose.
Yes. Now, stat-wise, again, some more. You're ready for some more heads-up comparison? What do you think?
Nah,
What
I
do you
think we've got them all. We are donezo with stats for now. We're just
Looks
gonna
like we have 12
chit-chat.
people?
Yeah, it looks like we
12.
have the full thing ready to go. We're just waiting for our gamers to decide that they want to actually game, besides jumping around on people's heads.
Let's take a look at now something to think about. You know, this is best of 3. This is, you lose, you're going home. You know, do you think anything in regards to like these teams' records, like streak-wise going into playoffs? Do you think momentum, because we've had a decent break in between the last week and this, do you think any kind of momentum can carry over? You know, when you're sitting, Hawaii Beach Vacation, they've won 3 in a row going into playoffs. Does that kind of stuff carry over, you think?
Yeah, if you're feeling good about your stuff, it's going to help you out when time comes, but we're getting ready to go live. It is also Badlands, so if you're not familiar with Badlands by this point and you're in the ESEA-IM playoffs, your team has got major problems. But, so we're going to watch somebody here at the start.
I'm liking Mason.
You're liking Mason.
I'm liking Mason. We're a chair user. Chair user, baby. He's going to show him how to use the chairs. Going out in your average roulette right now. Mason's going to move to middle. Let's see actually what demo gets there first. Not bad. Looks like Top Shot's hanging out in the house. Movie going in the house as well. Mason's getting his buff. He's up on 300. He's playing a little passive for now. He has his vision on the medic underneath. He sees Tube jump. Oh, he gets one good spam rocket on the medic. Follows it up another. Ooh, hits the rock there. Has to be careful. Top Shot's kind of low. And he gets taken out below. Moving on. Ooh, God. Can they get him down? He goes for the jump. Gets taken down going for there. So, something, at least, they get the med. So, always not lost, per se.
Yeah, it's still well within their capability to push out here on second and maybe try to do something, because these players don't have heals, but they're being kind of sluggish about it, and no, they're going to let it go down. So we're going to see the potentially very risky push out of last, maybe. Right here at the start, this is a gut check, Buick.
I know, 100% Uber, they're going out. You see they're sending Sezzy out. Sezzy's going out, tanking the demo on there. Oh, they're going to try to send somebody up. Mason's going. He's calling for his team. He's saying, "Fault, get at me, dogs. We're pushing out." They know they have this advantage. Moving up. They don't have to Uber yet. This should be nice. Oh, they can hold off. They're milking it so hard. Just pops it off just in time. If they get the med now, it's going to be lights out. So they're recapping the point. Up ahead, they're pushing out too. Frag has to get up. The Uber drops. Let's see if blue team could slightly collapse. Red team smartly moves back. And we may see a little bit of, leapfrogging per se when, you're on 65 and the opponent's only on 20. You could push in.
Yeah, we'll see how on the ball Saam is, because they ought to have just gone ahead and gone to mid. They had a player advantage. So a little bit of an opportunity lost here, and our blue friends are going to come through choke here. It looks like they're ready to go. They really don't want to use this Uber at all, though. So, and this is a hard fight to manage. But it looks like the Coke friends are just leaving. They're rotating to trash, but I don't think they're going to really stop this because the Uber is right there. But they've actually got Uber now as well. They took too long, and now there's an Uber fight in trash.
Yep, red team covering all their players correctively. We had a blue player going down. Red may be able to contest this. They're sending their demo and their soldier up. They're saying, "Get off this damn spire and go the hell home." And they're moving. Oh, they're forcing him all the way back through this. 1 frag, 2 frag. Sezco with a beautiful shot. Van needs to back up. He cannot be playing aggressive like that, and he pays for it. Oh, man, says he's chasing the soldier. He may be able to pistol him down. 1 pistol shot, 2 pistol shots. Says he's on a damn streak. Oh, because he has his eyes on the medic, but the med may be able to move back. Mimo smartly is hiding. Needs to meet up. He should not be doing this. He needs to be careful. Could Sezzy finish this off? Oh, God, gets the health pack. We'll see now. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. That's a risky, risky move from that medic's part, but it may pay off now if he doesn't die.
Yeah, we also had it actually looks like Miwo is using the standard bone saw. So that's a little bit of a note. But, yeah, that was a disaster zone Uber for the beach vacation, I believe. So they're going to defend Spire here. Sezco is down. They don't really want to push here. And they're kind of put in the same situation that beach vacation was earlier. So they're just going to pull out here. Probably let things go, and we'll see Hellbent jumping through probably at some point. Yeah, or maybe a sneak play.
Looks like the medic. They're going through house. They're keeping Saam close to house. He's chilling right there on bridge right now. They're considering maybe moving their combo over that way. And because they're doing that, blue is now pushing up. They know, hey, you're on our flank. We're going to take some forward momentum. The red Uber comes in. Decent Uber so far. No players dropped. Blue scouts get caught with it. Multi on blue's part. If they try to go in here, if they try to push them in, this will be a mistake. And they smartly will get out of here and move back.
Yeah, Tooth is going to go down there. So he kind of peeked in there at the end of the Uber, and his team didn't come with because that choke was locked. And now you've got no pocket. Trying to get stuff done is our roamer friend, but Sezco's going to go down in what I believe, yeah, right there at choke to a scout. So that's going to pull everybody out.
Jumping on Mio goes down to 70 hit points, but just survives. And because of that survival, because the soldier could not get the medipick, they may lose mid. Now, nice pipes coming through. Lots of damage. Rocket follows up on Van. They're just saying, no, you're not coming through. I don't care. You know, you may have the man advantage. You may have the two-man advantage, but it doesn't make a difference right now. We're holding tight. So they're actually rotating through the house right now. They need to be careful if they don't see this happening completely behind. We're looking at a flank. Sam's in position to flank with his combo, and they're moving back because of a back cap. That single back cap, that single pressure on the back point has made them rotate completely back. Tooth is taking advantage of this by getting in real deep, though.
Yeah, really good rotational move here now in an Uber fight on the point. Scouts are pretty damaged. That's Joshua. And now we got an established fight, but a nice big bomb coming in. But we're going to end up seeing Hellbent go down to a pipe. And Sezco's going to get thrown away by Micah. Van going to take out Joshua, and that's it. This is going to be second point for sure.
100% sure, yeah, for sure. They're moving in blue. We can even see, can red put anybody? Can they come up maybe with them? You want to see maybe an off-classer if one of the scouts, maybe go for the headshot here, because they need something. So,
well, I mean, it would be nice. They get frag, but yeah. I don't think they're going to be able to really contest second in any scenario. But they do still have even-ish Uber for last. Well, actually, Hellbent out on the point, so along with his pocket friend, so both soldiers pretty far forward.
Yeah, Tooth has to flank up behind.
Are going to go down though, Buick.
Tooth, look at they're doing the old tipsy do. Blue is inside the base right now. They're jumping from behind the spire. Look at this flank, completely ravaging them. The medic just pulls out his saw, and you know that's all she wrote for here. So they can cap this potentially. They're going to be moving in with the medic. They got 8 seconds on most spawners, 7 seconds now. You think they're going to go for last? Going to go straight for the point now?
Oh yeah, they definitely can. They push these stickies out of the way. Oh, they're going to weenie out, and the spawns are going to come in. So this is going to be a little bit harder, but Miwo has Uber advantage. So they've got that. That could have been the kiss of death right there. But our Coke friends didn't get punished quite as hard as they could have, but they did end up wiping over second. And that puts you in a really terrible bind.
Yeah, let's see who they're going to Uber in there. Look at their 75% right now, and they know they're ahead. What are we thinking? Maybe like a scout soldier in the upper left just to kind of feel things out? Because from what they can tell right now, have they scouted out the gun yet? Do you think they've seen this gun that could really throw a wrench in the engine?
Well, they might have heard it, but I would pretty much just well, they know there's a pyro now as well. So, I don't know. They're going to go for the gun straight away, but it's going to get moved out of the way. The Uber comes in lower, not really doing a lot. Miwo tries to get pressure on the point. It's there, but now nothing is happening. Yeah, so not the greatest of Ubers in the history of TF2. Just Micah and Top Shot alive, but the Uber is forced out from Saam, so I mean, it could have been worse.
Could have been worse, my friend. So with Saam using that Uber, do you think, can they move out? Yeah, they already are. Josh is watching the spawn right now. They're moving out. They're going to try to cap Spire again. We could have a slight, contested pistol war right now. The Blue Scouts are kind of spamming in saying, you sure you want to cap that? Are you sure about that? But once they lose that soldier, there's nothing they could do. They have to back out the middle. It could be a mistake right now playing as close as they are. Looks like they're getting flanked through the house as well. Mason, thinking twice. I think one of the soldiers caught him doing it.
Yeah, well, Frag did the right thing where you want to always, in those sorts of transition fights, you always want somebody to go in hard into flank there. Because if no one is there, you get to go up the drop down and then you can maybe get back cap. But Frag got taken out, and then that scared Hawaiian Beach Vacation to such a degree, they just said, nah, we're good with mid.
And on that note, Frag, gets a little denied trying to bomb in there. Gets bounced up. You got to reset. Now they had a slight advantage, but now it's even. Saam playing in the house, maybe just buffing his people, or they could be considering a house push again. So, nope, thinking twice, moving back again and buffing up all the scouts. This is kind of just the rinse and the repeat, maybe poke a little bit, get some damage in, and come back for your buff at this point.
Yep, just try and get a rotation play going and see what you can do. But most likely going to be a bomb at some point. That's that's the prototypical way to do things.
Frags. Oh, he goes for the buff again. This time he gets in, gets one solid rocket. Nice little surf back. Gets completed the health pack. Are they going to follow it up with any aggression? Doesn't look like it. And Frag is down right now. Med's all healed up, and they could go for a counter sack before Frag gets back. They're starting to creep up a little bit. They're moving off the gray bridge.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where he lit up two different players. You probably could have Ubered there, but they're going to come in now. Red team is going to try and push out. They've got the Uber popped, but it's taken a while for them to get Miwo. So there we go. Miwo's got about a 20% advantage in duration. And actually he flashes a bunch, so it burns itself out. But Mason gonna go down. Red team is in a bind. They're grouped up on the sad spot. But Hellbent gonna try and punish them and take out Miwo coming around choked. So that's not good.
Blue's gonna cap. Looks more likely they might be able to get this for free as long as if Sezco goes down, backing up in here. He has to be careful. He does go down with the needle kill on Frag, but still they're giving up their second point. And are we gonna see that play where the red team knows they have a massive advantage and they try to push out second again? I mean, they tried it last time. I want to say they recap because of it, but they got leapfrogged and they almost lost again.
Yeah, it depends on how they're feeling about it. It's 0-0 right now, so, I mean, if you're going to do risky stuff like that, you may as well do it now, right? But we actually have a spy on the field in Frag to encounter to Sezco's sniper. It looked like Joshua got off of NG, so we'll see. A push out here could be bad with a spy coming into the zone. He's hanging out on the little ledge thing, but he's coming in now.
Be out of cloak soon. He's just looking for it. He's actually going to go for the cap on the bass. Look where the sticky. Oh no, I thought he was going to go for the cap. The stickies were spread apart. He didn't say no. He's looking for the medic. Frag wants to find the medic. He may not get a scout, and now they know he has a spy. So I don't know. What do you think his next plan of action is? Get the hell out of there?
Well, he's backed them up, so that's good. Your team will get in a little bit easier. But now you're carrying the spy. They're doing the old Highlander spam fire method to get rid of him, and there, he's going to go down now to a rocket. So, we'll see.
Mason
he could
seems to
come
be pushing
back.
up. I think Mason's going to go out here. After you kill that spy, is that something you like to move off of?
I don't mind the counter-suicide on this map, so it should be pretty okay. It takes Micah in a scout or whatever, he comes back, but the Uber is forced. Oh, wow. So, but the scout on the point, and he caps it right away, no problem. So they were like, oh man, Buick, we got the Uber force. And then his scout walked on the point, and it was the end of the round.
They were so excited. Like, I saw them put Miwo down to like 16 hit points, so he had a bad Uber himself. He had to Uber early, and lo and behold, they are completely distracted. Scout on the point. So now as we open up the middle here, we're going to take a look at Muma. Muma's going for the valley, going to toss a little sticky over, check what's going there, probably going to move up through shithouse, play aggressively on the other combo. He sees, ooh, one little sticky there. Kind of missing out. There's a little rotation dipsy doodle right here, putting another sticky out. Nice damage onto the scout, more damage out. Takes out Van, really putting out a ton of damage right now. And as this is happening, you take a look at the demo, and Joshua comes in with the double frag right now. So Red is completely muscling Blue off the point, and Miwo, thank God, got out. He's back at last, probably going to wait for his next soldier, and I guess they got to start over from last.
Yeah, they'll be pretty okay here. It's not the end of the world, but this will be second pretty clearly for Coke, so we'll see. Well, I'm surprised they didn't move a little faster, to be honest. This is one of those situations where, because of the way the Ubers panned out, you could have taken your demo and soldier just to last and tried to eliminate Miwo before he got Uber, but they chose not to do that. Gonna play it a little bit safer, a little bit slower. Slow and steady wins the race, I suppose, might be their slogan, despite being named after cocaine.
Van up on sniper. Do you think they got that sniper? Oh, they saw him at this point in time, though. So now they got to be. There's probably not going to be any medic crossing his line of sight. So, but just the threat of a sniper is enough to force the team to do weird things sometimes.
Yeah, and it forces medics to be a lot more cautious with whoever their lead player is. So, because you don't want to lose the guy that comes in, and there goes Sezco down in the back of the little tunnel down main. So we'll probably see an off-class coming, or there may be a counter-suicide. They've already shown both these teams that they don't mind it. Hellbent is going to go down 2. Frag's going to trade out. So you've got room to continue your counter-suicide game, to be honest.
Who do you think is going to be the next at this point? A fan goes down. Nice pipe there from Muma. They may down 2. They may be able to move in on this. I know they're down a soldier, but you know, this might be the best opportunity they're going to get. Let's see who they heal up and lead in with. Looks like they're sneaking in a little bit. Oh, they're getting in real deep here. Joshua's putting some nice damage. He's going to go for the point. He's going to try to make them. They pop the sticks off. Joshua's on the point. He gets Ubered right when he's about to finish the cap. Oh, no. That's no good. Gets back on the cap. There's a soldier in his face this time. Just launched sky high and gets taken out. So, that's one of those situations where it's the scout's going to finish capping the point, and it's, as a medic, you flash him because you think you want to protect him, and it actually stops the cap. So, getting a little reset right now. Muma may push in. He's going to try to go for the easy fragment here. Van's not even seeing what's happening. Gets 1 sticky throw on his feet. 2 stickies. Oh my god, Muma's in on the medic, puts a lot of damage out, but finally he gets taken out. Tooth protecting his friend.
Yeah, a combined 23 health there. So, Frag finds out that if there's a scout on the spire, you pretty much aren't allowed to rocket jump.
Denied.
You will not survive that process. But it looks like we're going to head for even Ubers here. Maybe they're going to try stuff? No, they were just faking like they were. So, sad days that we're going to build the Ubers and try again from the Coke.
No off classes yet. We may see a suicide here. I know Sezco wouldn't mind doing it. Oh, can always come up as sniper. The other team, when Sezco has died last time when they were pushing in last year, our team didn't really play aggressively off of that, so they could potentially throw Sezco in knowing that the other team isn't too keen on counter-suiciding. But they are playing close regardless, though. Mason's getting some nice spam rockets out. You know, probably going to go back for ammo now. Yep. And rinse and repeat.
Yeah, Sezco's pretty good at sniper. I mean, he's not the greatest in the whole world, but he can get the job done. So we'll see what they choose to do. I'm just like looking over everywhere, trying to find out where we're gonna try and run this suicide from. The med is Sam is like running around all over, buffing everybody. Maybe that's sort of a precaution against the counter suicides that might be coming. Working in with the demo and lower.
He's rotating now. Yeah, he's up top now. He's just, well, like you said, just running around buffing everybody. I don't know. Just nobody's making a call. Nobody's making the aggressive play. Nobody's making the suicide. Finally, there goes the suicide. Sezco goes in, gets taken out as expected, and will come back as an off class now. So you know, if something's gonna break the stalemate, maybe it's a headshot.
Yep, pretty standard way of getting in. We'll see if they try for the counter suicide. I don't think they will. We got Tooth pretty hurt. The whole Uber dropped. Oh no! Tooth. Game of his life! Drop the Uber! Oh no!
When you drop that Uber and then you kill the pocket afterwards, you gotta be feeling good.
Yeah, Tooth is feeling himself right now. There is a sniper out here, it sounds like. Yeah. So Sezco does have the opportunity to do something, but he's gonna run away. And they're on full retreat on Coke. Complete disaster. And they also have a sniper here, which may help them, but they're gonna go through the house to try and avoid the sniper sightline. They're gonna pop right away. Try to kill the medic here is your like #1 objective. He's gonna take damage. Soldier trying to come on through, but he's not gonna get it. So they pop the Uber. They don't get any kills. Chair user very hurt in Mason, but he's gonna make it away from wherever he was with 8 health. So not a great situation for SBW here, because when you Uber like that, Buick, you gotta get something.
Yeah. I mean, they capped the midpoint, but we know what that means. Look at red. They know they have an advantage, and they're in position. They're going to take advantage of it now. Moving in, Mason sitting at a huge buff. We may see another soldier scout Uber here. Oh, Mason's going to get a fat solo potentially as well. Medic's following him up, still giving it a solo. Mason jumps into the house, finds a scout, misses on the scout. It's, you know, here we go. Anything you could do, I could do. You cap our point, we're going to cap your point. So now at this point in time, Blue's sitting on 90% Uber. Are we going to see them move in pretty soon? I think so.
And they're going to try and push in early. Got to watch out for those pipes and the bombs. Uber's going to be forced off, so at least they're going to get a free kill now in Hellbent. We'll see if they try to push through, because this Uber advantage has worked out pretty good for Miwo and company. We'll see how on the ball they are. Sometimes, you know, you forget how much advantage you have after you just do this leapfrog thing. They may think that Coke has more than they do.
when you go back and forth, leapfrog like 2 times, it's very easy to lose track of that. But Blue goes down 2 players right now. 2 players, when you're down this much Uber, they may have to, if they were smart, I think they're going to put up a sticky trap and just completely get out of middle.
Yeah, that was, I don't know what they were trying to do, really. Maybe they were trying to get a push going and it just got focused down and their combo didn't help. But, yeah, so that's not good. This is gonna be a second loss. The Uber is in, Medic under pressure. Gonna try and jump all over the place. Top shot, Tooth and Miwo are down. Great Uber from Coke.
Sezco 1v1, scout below. Oh, takes him. Takes out Van, and he's going for last. There's 2x on the point. He sees this. He may pick up a health pack, and he'll be on last point soon. Picks up the health pack, goes for the buff. No, 7 seconds. This is going to be an easy cap. Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
On the point. Just like that, 1-1 Marxist. Damn, this has been some back and forth action.
Yeah, that was a mistake from Hawaii Beach Vacation to be out there at all that close when they had to have known. There was an Uber so close.
I know. The Medic was only at like 80% too. It wasn't even exceptionally close. Like Miwa had a wonderful surf, but they followed up the aggression on him. So looks like Blues in. They're both coming up to the shithouse right now. Red's gonna try to overload their shithouse. They get one person up. Saam can't make it through. It's a situation as a Medic. You just want to get out and you want to fight, but people are spamming you too hard. He finally makes it out. They're picking up some nice frags here, but Blue has better positioning in my opinion. They don't know the red demo man is underneath. Let's see if we can get some coordination. Maybe some picks from both of them focusing the same targets. Sam saying, you guys, good luck, Mason. Just get some frags if you can, Muma, but I am out of here. Sitting on 75%. I'm pretty sure he's happy with his life.
Yeah, and he escaped from the wrong side of mid. They were trapped back there on the reverse side. So we actually have a cap going down now of 2. Med rightfully climbing the spire, trying to get in as quick as they can. But actually they're going to drop down, take their risks, and go into lower lobby. Maybe they're going to try and gamble here. Oh, yeah, they're going to go for it.
Down soldier coming in. I don't know if this is going to be very good on Blue's part. Red teams have a nice counter Uber, and they're going to clean up. Mason's going to clean up the soldier there. Mason cleans up frag. Now they can't move off of this unless they get the demo here. The demo is so low. Oh, top shot goes down. This is a situation where you push. You don't care if your soldier's at 60 hit points. You're going to be able to recap too now.
Yeah, they should be able to move out here pretty easily. No top shot, no real life here. Cool little bomb there from Hellbent. He's going to bail out now. Red team is kind of coagulated on Greybridge, but that's not really taken advantage of. Ewo pretty banged up as well. So yeah, that was one of those gamble plays, Buick. You never know how much Uber that guy really has, considering he ran out of mid, but then they kind of threw that away. In the
they did. Like you're thinking, he's on 80. We're gonna get him. We're gonna snatch him right before he gets it. And lo and behold, when he pops that counter Uber, you just gotta call your team out usually.
Yep, they were too committed to the idea of the gamble. But the Uber, they're just gonna Uber in again. I guess we moved to Europe, Buick, and 2-3 players gonna come in on this. Frag's gonna die. Yeah, this doesn't typically work all that well.
No, Mike is still behind. We're gonna see. He's sitting on full hit points too. He's doing a little sneaky action. Because of his distraction, his team is kind of moving in a little bit. They're all over the Medic, but no damage. They're going to lose a second player here, a third player. They're probably going to lose mid off of that. It's nice when your guy's behind and he's causing a distraction and he's like, yeah, come on in, guys. But if he dies right when you come in, you're boning your own team, and that's not the healthiest thing.
Yeah, and scouts are going to get back spawns here, so flank is really weak right now. But they're going to choose to just go and choke. There ain't even anybody here. They're going to try and just do the Spire defense. Van going to go down again immediately. So he's seeing a lot of the respawn screen right now. But Muma's going to get taken out by Tooth. Uber's going to be forced off.
They cannot kill that scout. Joshua is still dancing around. That's such a good feeling. Force the Uber and dance around for 10 seconds. But look at this. He's still dancing around. What is he doing? They finally get him. God, he's got to be feeling good after that.
He can dance all day, Buick.
Dance all day. So because of this, Blue's going to try to move in the middle. They get Mason, you get the pocket. Medic, nice surf. Saam, they force the Uber off of that. This may not be a good Uber as long as they focus on targets right now. Soldier Medic getting kind of stuck there. Miwa's on solo hit points. Any sticky will take him out, and a sticky does. So frag may die here, but it doesn't matter. Red's going to be able to defend this mid push. I do think so.
Yeah, it's Micah with 5 health now. They did trade out their meds, but ultimately, they traded Saam for 5 players, so that's
That's a good trade.
Yeah, I would tend to take that deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's frustrating to die as a medic. I don't know if you do the same thing I do, where you watch that stat go on the D column, and you're like, oh, I hope this is 0. The goal is for it to be 0, and then
Of
you
course.
die. But they traded 5 players, so whatever.
You know, it's for the greater good.
But we got we're doing the util watch here. We got Vand on Sniper right now. Doesn't look like they're going to go to the tried and true NG or Pyro or any of that nonsense. Also, it appears that he's wearing his danger shield or whatever that thing's called. No, it's not there. Okay.
For a second, I was like, whoa, he's wearing the Darwin's Danger Shield. I like that tactic. So, oh, we're getting, as usual, Sezco's going for a suicide play. But we're going to go in and we're going to try to suicide, and guess what? Here comes the rest of our team off of an Uber? Questionable Uber there. I didn't actually see what made Sam pop, but, you know, with Blue Uber, if they get any more picks on red players, they may be able to move out to 2 right now.
I mean, at this point, this play in North America is so unusual that they may have designed this to bait Blue out. Like, I can't think of any scenario where you would actually try that as a push unless you are filled to the brim with hubris. But Miwo's going to go down. They aren't watching Choke very closely. Yeah, going to knock out the combo and additional players. So, I mean, this is what I think they were trying to do, where you bait Blue out to 2, you suspect that they won't push out correctly, you get your kills, get 2, and then push to last quickly with Uber.
Yeah, it's how tactic could have worked. It's the whole, you know, oh, there's 2 stickies on the bottom point. Let's clear the stickies and moving in. Blue's not going to get a time for a counter Uber, but, you know, let's see who's going to get the solo Uber. He's maybe going to run a scout and a soldier in bottom right. Looks like he's just taking the soldier in bottom right. Maybe we'll flash to the scout if there's sticks. But Mason's going to go in here. Chair user. Oh, man, he's keeping him out of it right now. Demo did not blow his sticks yet. Chair gets denied from the soldier. But let's see if any of his team can follow it up. You do have the Uber advantage here, fellas. I know you can do this. I've seen you win these. So, takes out the soldier. Done deal. 2-1. 2-1.
Yeah, their push there, I think that had to be by design. I don't want to think that they just said, we'll Uber and Uber v Uber. But it works out, so here we go, Buick. 2-1.
2-2-1. Let's see if any of the demo man decide to go Valley again this time. Top shot shown in house, picking up the health, you know, doing his does. He actually comes out of train right now, throws a nice sticky there, lands it on the scout. That's some decent damage. Not bad. So moving over, still spamming, sees the other demo, 1 sticky, 2 sticky, just hits a little bit of damage. He's getting jumped himself. He has to fall down. He gets a frag. He's on 16 health. He needs healing right now, but he sees a scout on his medic. He has to be careful, throwing out pipes, throwing out stickies, needs to reload if they want to win this fight. Puts out a little bit more damage, and honestly, stayed alive and just dealt a hell of a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. And Miwo is still alive, so this should be a pretty easy reply round. So good for SBW here to get themselves together. We'll see if they push through right away. They're actually going to go ahead and climb Spire right on top of this, so that the reason you do that is to nullify the forward hold. They're going to go left too, so they're doing that right. It all checks out. The demo's pretty far forward here for a little second there. Tooth sees a bit of a trap, but it's going to dead off, and the Uber is coming here now. Chair user already down. The gun is on the top right. Tooth gonna get that too.
Medic on the point.
Med on the point, yeah, going for the old fragile play. Gonna make it 2-2.
Nice, even there. It feels good after you Uber in like that. Everybody's chasing your sword, and you're just like, hey, there's no stickies on the point. Why don't I run onto it, you know?
Yep, if you got an open shot, you take it.
All right. Let's see who's flying high this minute. We're gonna take a gander out, see if anybody's coming through. Is anybody going for the big jumps right now? 2 is moving up. Frag's getting his buff. I'm thinking he's jumping up right now. He decides to go underneath, puts some nice damage. Medic's only at half health. Blue's kind of in bad position. Then they move out. Miwo, nice surf. Followed up Frag though. Ooh, geez. Red has nice height advantage right now. Blue's kind of spread out, and their health is bad. And when I mean bad, I mean bad. So Med almost dies. Mega makes it out. He gets the forward spawn, and I don't know what they can do to hold 2. There's nothing. It's going to be a last hold no matter what. They can't even have a sneaky scout flank.
Yeah, it would be a tremendous risk. Well, another thing that I'd like to see here is, you always run your off classes for last, like a heavy. You could do that here. You've got time to burn, but they're going to go ahead and just use both soldiers here. try and see what they can do. They should actually get, a solid Uber off here. We'll see what they try to do. They've been going lower right a lot, are the Coke folks, so we'll see if they choose to do that again to maybe avoid the secret hidden van pyro.
The double scout Uber through the bottom middle. Joshua goes in, he gets on the point, he dies, and Sezco follows up with a nice frag. Medic's getting bounced in, going for the point. Everybody's aiming on him. They can't kill him. He was bouncing up in the air. Let's see if his team can spam through. 2 soldiers and a soldier and a demo moving in 3x on the point. Ton. That's interesting. They are sending their scouts in very aggressively on their Ubers, and it's paying off.
Yeah, and they're sacking out their med too, which is like, in the old classic MGE video, I think Fragile has like a 43-minute discussion about Badlands Last. That's not a tactic you see every day, Buick, but it can work for your team, or it can totally screw you if you don't do it in the right situation.
It definitely worked there. Everybody, all the eyes turn to him. And the thing is, though, when the eyes turn to you, if you die instantly, it's like, okay, you kind of did your job. But he was jumping in the air. He was bouncing in the air. He was alive for 5 extra seconds. That's a lot of distraction.
Yep, and they're just focusing down the med on the point. That's another thing that you have to kind of develop as a team if you want to be really good, is you need like a crew that knows that the point is their job, so that the other players who are alive or maybe not alive at the time know that it's not their job to shoot the point. Because if everybody turns around and focuses that, you've done exactly what they wanted you to do. And generally doing what the other team wants you to do does not work.
No, my friend. So we're sitting at halftime right now. After that half, that was a hell of an action pack. That was a 3-2 half. Like, there was so many I don't know. I mean, what else can you say? There was tons of back and forth pushes, and at the end, it seemed like maybe Champagne and Cocaine had that last round kind of quick compared to the first rounds that were lasting, what was like 10 minutes or something like that. Like, maybe they got on a little streak. Do you think, in general, here's a question. Here's just a question about this team in general. Like, when you go into halftime, if you just won and you're streaking and you just cap that last round, do you tell your team, is it one of those things where you're just like, yo, let's ready up, let's keep that momentum going? Or is it just like, let's breathe, let's calm, and, let's focus on what we did right? I don't know. How would you personally like to do it if you went up on that half and you're just up 3-2 and you have the momentum right now? Would you want to ready up instantly? Would you want to jump right back into it?
I always like to take a little bit of a break just so I can get up and walk around for a second, but that's just my and usually I've been the leader of the team I was on, so then I get, it's, my decision. So, but I know a lot of people that do like to get back into it right away, especially because we may be here for 3 hours, Buick.
Mm-hmm.
So, I imagine it might be in everyone's best interest for them to move this along quickly. But you never really know.
You never know, my friend. So, what do you think about maybe some halftime stats? Like I don't know. Like, I think we could take a little bit from some of those. We can take a look at some of just who's doing the most. Okay, who's doing the most damage right now? Okay, take a guess. Take a guess right now. Who has the most damage based off what we've seen so far from the first half?
Top Shot?
Top Shot's doing. He's doing well, but there's people on his team who are doing better. Tooth is doing higher than him. Tooth and Frag are both doing better than him damage wise on that. It's not bad at all. Other team wise, Muma with the most damage, doing 264. Not bad. He's sitting on 16 and 8. Listen, when you get through a first half as a demo man and you're sitting on 16 and 8, 270 damage. It's not too bad. You're feeling kind of good about it. You might be excited for the second half.
Yeah, demo man stats have changed a little bit because of the nerf, but you don't see the 460 DPM games anymore.
Oh, no.
But yeah,
even when you're rolling, you don't see those anymore. It's very, very, very rare. So, really, when you just look at any kind of stats, any kind of deaths and damage, like, it looks like a 2-3 game. I mean, let's run through the max stats real quick. Milo, he's 11 assists, 10 deaths, 15 overcharges. All right, 10 deaths to 11 assists. That's they were killing you a good bit. Other half, Sam's sitting on 9 deaths to 11 assists. So it's more or less almost exactly the same. It's one off. So there's not a lot of parity there. 16 overcharges to 15 overcharges. There was that one drop, but in the end, didn't really seem to affect them that much.
Yeah, for the way I like to look at it is Ubers to deaths ratio, because if the closer your death gets to Ubers popped, that means there are more times when you are Ubering in and then dying. And yeah, Coke is playing a lot more aggressively with their medics, so that's probably that's an interesting scenario that Sam has fewer deaths, right? If I'm looking at this correctly, because Sam has sacked in on like 3 or 4 last pushes.
Yeah, he's more or less signed up for a strike in the death column many like 3 or 4 times. So
yeah, they are doing a good job of getting him in and out there, except for that one time where Tooth just rolled around that corner and the dubstep started playing and then he blasted everyone. But we are alive again.
Indeed. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll with the. We're gonna roll with who's been doing hot last time. Right now, let's open up some of the scouts. I want to see where Sezco's going right now. He's my boy Sezco. He's going underneath. You know, he has his nice buff. He's just calling out what he sees right now, getting a few little chip shot damage in right there. He's playing kind of passive right now. Sees that scout, gets him in his eyes, still playing passive. Maybe wait for his buff. He has it. He's going in now. He decides he gets his eyes on the medic, gets his eyes on the scout, takes 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots on the medic. Oh, he knows that medic is weak. He's got to get him. Doesn't matter though. Goes for the scout instead. And medics may try to get back in. They lost their own medic. Somebody's got to make a play on blue right now, and it looks like they're gonna clean up pretty effectively.
Yeah, Top Shot trying to finish it off here, but it looks like he's just going to blow himself up on damage. So, what a tragedy. But Frag is alive. Lots of hurt players on Coke, so their ability to push way deep is kind of limited here by their lack of HPs. But there is fighting inside. Hellbent was trying to catch a medic and be a little sneaky, but not going to work.
I'm gonna get mid for this, and really, it's not as if Ubers, for all intents and purposes, they're more or less equal right now. I'd be very surprised if Blue made a push off of these Ubers currently. So,
well, Coke has been going for some Euro-style Ubers here, where they just go in. So that, I mean, that's a distinct possibility, being as they hold mid. So we'll see. Maybe Mason's just on it, and he likes certain positioning decisions to try to Uber, trying to take his game to a level that hasn't been gone to by Pockets in a long time.
Big Mason, let's see. He's hearing stickies. Looks like they may be moving in here. Ooh, Pokin sees the Demo Man spamming, thinks better of it, and gonna back up. Pick up some ammo. Looks like he needs right now, and maybe a house push. Maybe they're going to feign something. I have a feeling they're going to be the aggressors, as they have been a lot of this game. If he gets a pick here on the scout, he's definitely moving in. Still sitting on 300. He's being heavily pocketed in the. You have a little bit of fighting in the flank right now. And he's Ubered. For Sam goes to 60 hit points inside the house and Ubers. There's a blue Uber inside the house, and they're just going to have to get out with this. Like a counter red Uber right now. They're cleaning up some points. The counter suicide. Moving in. Red may be able to get middle from this. They're down a man. Red's moving in. There's nice spam from blue. Miwo not taking much damage yet. Takes frag. Gets picked. Miwo doesn't know which direction to go.
Yeah, he's in kind of a strange situation here. We got soldiers jumping around. Joshua very hurt. Doing a little bit of fighting down the flank side. But they're going to take that really bad, unfortunate Uber for Coke. I don't know really what they were thinking there. I guess it's possible Sam just panicked. You're walking through that side little flank area in the little patio area, and you get spam rocketed. That, sometimes you never know where that guy could have been, and you just pop your Uber.
Now, it wasn't complete because they got the opposing man, or no, because, they got out with what they could. It wasn't completely tragic. It could have been a lot worse, and they're coming in with another Uber. Damn, they are aggressive. So, Mason's coming in. He's stomping his feet on the ground. He's clearing some area, and he's actually going for the flank right now. He's going through the house. He may go for the big flank, but no, instead they're just overloading the house right now. So,
yeah, they need to keep this aggression up to try and force this Uber, because if you stall out here, you're going to end up taking an Uber at mid. So here we go. They are pushing up now, but you have to be really careful if you're Sam here, because they might just blow their Uber on killing you. And he's really close. They're going to go ahead and knock the Uber out. And they're going to get a player here. They're going to get Hellbent. That's not really any great loss for Coke, but we'll see. There's more fighting coming in. Frag's going to trade out as well. Van going to try to go in too. Not going to get the kills. They're throwing away their whole team, Buick.
Oh my god, if blue follows this over now, they are. Joshua wants to go in, Muma's following it up. They may not be able to get any more frags, but they more or less got massive positioning advantage based on that. It was just kind of like an uncoordinated bomb. Two red players are in, and it's one of those things where you call, you're like, oh, get on the med right now, and then your combo's like, oh, should we follow it up? Should we go in? They half followed it in. They didn't fully commit, and because of that, they got destroyed.
Yep, and we have the Uber coming in now. There's no util to really deal with them. And we'll see how the frags go down.
Indeed. So top shot's being cleaned up. Frags being cleaned up. They're defending. Damn. Lo and behold, 1-0 this half. So whew. It was kind of a once they have been moving with Uber in the last, it's been pretty clean.
Yeah, they dealt with that pretty well there. Sam went straight to point again, so that's just their Badlands strat, Buick, and it's turning out so far 2-round lead.
Yeah, it's a nice tactic, actually. I really like it. So, Red's taking nice positioning on their train car right now. We're sitting on, Muma's putting on some decent damage, doesn't get a frag yet. Sam goes down, medic down. They need to go for Muma right now. He needs to get into a very smart position. He's sitting protected in shithouse, which is really good for him right now. So, when you lose your medic that quick, instantly your team is like, oh, we need to get the opposing medic. He gets one rocket, and Muma gets a nice little surf onto the train car and says, hello, thank you. Nice shooting rocket at my feet. So, still alive, though, and that is important. Moving on to 2.
Yep, and there's a demo here sighting him out, but he is way back. So we're going to go for the heavy util defense. You don't want to give up this round, really, because that puts them back in position to win. But if you can block this, you can really demoralize them and set yourself up for a nice swing. But the Uber sounds like it has happened.
Sam gets caught out completely. They get vision of Sam and they Uber right in on him. He was running up the stairs for some reason. He was in like no good position just because of that. Gun cannot shoot that scout, and cappy. There we go.
Yep, so another kind of odd situation that involves an med getting forced really early.
Been really strange. They're just the Uber charge percentages are mattering less and less, and people are just going in because they want to mess some stuff up, you know. So yeah.
Well, I'm gonna check out Top Shot on this vid because I'm lame. So he's just chilling there over on the side. There's crossing over to the left, but they are getting devastated on coke. And actually, Soldier gonna go down as well. Med under threat is Miwo. He's fine though. There's a scout running around here behind, trying to get people to look at him, and that's gonna let his med escape in Sam. And he's actually someone behind, so he is dead. Goodbye. Frank says thank you for the kill.
That's not what you want to see when you open up that door. Medical soldier shooting a rocket into your face.
Surprise!
Surprise! I'm on your half pack. Oh my god. So because of that, we're 100% Uber right now. So we're gonna have to see a big play from maybe chair user. You know, throw some chairs or the pyro. Sezco's normal pyro spot needs a fat over buff, and we'll see if he can cause any trouble right now. They're kind of being patient. They know they have a huge advantage. They're maybe afraid of the first in and forward spawn. He back spawns, so no longer need to be afraid right now. Buffing up frag. Maybe they're going to send a soldier and a demo in right now. Top shot could go in too, or he might just come to the bottom, clearing out the stickies. That's the next step, clearing out the stickies. Mike is going in upper right. Oh, thinks twice, comes back.
We got a sneaky pyro here. They take out the gun first. I guess that's okay. But we'll see what they do here now. They're coming in. The Uber is through. Lots of pressure on the point. They do the same thing. Med onto the point. But they're going to go a few down. It's a fairly even fight right now. Health pretty bad for SBW, but they're still in the zone. Yeah, they're going to force the Uber off, so not all's lost. Micah might be able to elongate this a little bit. He's running around, going to snatch the little medium health kit, and then he's going to swing around.
He gets 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. Oh, goodness, Sam is down. What are you doing, Sam? Stick with somebody. No. That's not what you want to do. God. All right, Mike. There's the frag. And guess what? They're going to move into last because of that. I do think so.
Yeah, you've got the opportunity. All damage that you do right now is permanent unless they run into spawn. So you've got the opportunity to sort of spam people out, but they're actually going to let Sam come back up now. So the permanency of the damage has gone away. To a degree. They may be sticking up the point here. It may be in preparation like the old skip jump through.
Yep. Says he's up on snipe. He sees what they're doing. He takes a shot, doesn't really hit the steel soldier, so they know they have a sniper now, but he's in spawn. He can rotate. He can come up as whatever he damn well pleases. So Sitting on 90% against, they know once again they have an advantage right now. We'll see, Miwa. Who's Miwa going to send in? He's buffing up a soldier, buffing up a scout, maybe a double Uber. Oh, moving in upper left. It's going to be an average scout soldier Uber. They go in. Oh, the medic drops Sam. This is very bad positioning for him. They get the scout on the point. He flashes the scout. This time it works out. Gets on the point himself, flashes the other scout. Oh, they need to move back in. They could collapse with the demo man if he hits his pipes, and it doesn't make a difference because they get on the point anyways.
Yep, and that is going to take us. Whoever wins this round wins the game, Buick. So we got a 4-4. We're off to a pretty good start.
This is a hell of a first match, my friend. So, you know what? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Top shot again? Top shot? Let's see what Top Shot's up to.
You can't give him too much
can't
love.
give him too much. All right. Joshua underneath the point. Oh, he may get another buff before he moves in. He sees that soldier. He calls him out where he's at. He's moving across the point. Stands. Takes a little bit of damage. Is moving up aggressively now. He's on the point. He has his both feet on the point. Backs up. Gets another buff. He's just nifty doodle. Getting on the point. Getting off the point. Sees that soldier. Him 1v1 versus this soldier. He needs to get this frag right now. He follows twos up. 1, 2. Doesn't matter. Oh, God. Because of that, he just couldn't get the frags when needed. His team put out the damage, but, you know, fortunately, they all make it out alive.
Yeah, he decided to kind of hedge his bets and go for a little flank play, but too fast moving back is Coke. And we're going to see a probable last defense. Nowadays, teams have gotten better about pushing out, or at least delaying second. That was sort of like Mix-Up's big shtick, and now everyone's adopted it. But not really that good of a delay here. Somewhat of a forward hold, but they're coming through pretty cleanly. We'll see.
Cherry's moving back in. He was thinking about playing aggressively here, but they're just going to do the average. Please come into us. Try to trade Ubers last. You know, maybe suicide somebody in. We're ready for it.
Yeah, and no real utils either. They're going straight up. Sezco actually gets off a sniper even, it looks like. So they're saying, come at us. Show us what you can do.
Yeah, bring your Uber into us. We're going to out-DM you. We're going to prove we can hold our last point and take it back to yours. So I like this. I can't wait to see. Pyro action, a little bit of a reflect here. That's frag, makes it out alive, because I'm not sure if he would come back as an off-class, but they're moving out with the Pyro. Another little reflect there. Mason's going to get caught out. He cannot make it around this corner. Takes a little bit of damage, a little bit too much damage. He goes down to 50. Sam does not pop this time, which is very important there, because that pop there would equal point last capped. So, good hold, good milk, and good trust that Mason can make it out alive.
Yeah, another thing I want to point out is if you're a Thinky roamer, you know that their roamer just bombed in, and that means typically 98.999% of teams have their roamer watch the lower left virtually by himself. And so that means you have a little bit of an opening, but if it's 4-4 and you try for a play like that and you die, your team will probably cut you.
Soldier suicide coming in, frag going in. He's getting bounced up. He's getting thrown on fire. He's down. Is he gonna come back as the off class? Are they gonna do the average 2 scout sniper play? I don't know. We're about to see something interesting, I hope.
Yeah, I'm actually a proponent of having the roamer be the guy that off classes on your team, because if you drop a scout for an off class, then you only got the one guy to sack on the point there. So it kind of hamstrings you a little bit in your strategy, unless you put you put the little stick on your roamer and make him be a ×2 capper.
Good work. He comes back as roamer though. It looks like they're playing. You know, when it's 4-4, you don't even bother for an off class. You're going to keep suiciding your soldier in. Oh, looks like they're sneaking low right now. Here they move in. If Pyro finds them, they're going to back up. They should not move into this Pyro right now. Sezco is very good at his reflex. Nothing you want to mess with.
Yeah, we're taking it back to the old school days where you used to build a teleporter and just suicide a player in over and over until you eventually got the force.
What map was really good on that? Fast lane. People would do that on fast lane.
Was really bad about that. Also, you saw it some on warm front, cold front. But we'll see. They're doing something here. We don't have the offensive NG in the game yet. They haven't decided to take us back in time to like season 5 and 6. So,
Frag sneaking in. Oh, he gets the jump up in. I don't really know what he's going to kill here, but there's the other so slow. Oh, 2x on the point. Who snuck in right then? I couldn't even see that Van. Old sneaky Van.
Yeah, Van nearly just sneaked his way to victory there. And they've actually got Uber here. So you can bind blue team because their ability to go to Spire is somewhat limited while your Uber is chilling in the bats area. So we'll see. Yeah, they're going to just hold off for now. I'm surprised they didn't try and put at least somebody into that Uber to try to force it out.
they know this game, this match is within their grasp if they don't mess up, and they're playing prevent defense as the offense, but no, Van and Frag both go down. That's the two suicides you may not want. We'll see if Blue pushes out or they're scared. Demo, Muma's pushing up. He gets nice damage on Nemiwo. He's still pushing. Uber Demo. We have an Uber Demo. We have a little fight right here. Oh, they can't get back in the last. They need to be careful. Demo's blocking the opposition, blocking the red Uber. And on the point, 1x. 1x on that point. Who is sitting up on that point getting a little bit of cap time because he's playing the hero right now.
Yeah, we're going to have some MGE Spire going down now. But looks like Hellbent is going to be the champion of that.
1x on the point. He's got the point
out.
that much. Where's the Pyro at right now? Is he pushing out a little far?
Sezco's still on Pyro. Still spamming Pyro sounds. I don't know where he is right now. But oh, he's on last. Okay. I thought maybe he had turned into a stealth Pyro. He's going to go down now.
No,
they're
there's
getting
66% on the point. Oh, good.
And that will be the first match here. Hawaii Beach Vacation. Taking it away. Coke came out strong, but then they just, they kind of had a case of the downer.
Yeah. What was it, 3-2 at halftime then? And I don't know. No, the momentum was not carried over, my friend. So their aggressive strategy that was working pretty well in the first half, like let's just suicide in, let's just slam Uber into Uber and hope we have better DM after the Ubers fade. It just wasn't working for them second half,
Yeah, I mean, they do it a lot in Europe, but here it's not really that well favored because of how teams tend to play defense here. And it can work if you bait the other team up to you, but it stopped working after a little bit. Apparently there's a tiny bit of confusion as to whether, like, how the next game is going to be played, sure, and on what server and all that. So we'll see what our players here decide to do and how ESEA decided to balance this all out. Usually you just have another server you go straight to, and that's
for the next map, I'm hoping it's that, because I imagine the server's not going to change over map. But now, we do have some post-game stats, my friend. Would you care to take a look at some of those with me?
Sure. See them right here.
Yeah, okay. Kills wise, look at that. Look at that. Tooth and Van, 26 kills apiece. That's not too shabby. That's nothing to sneeze at, you know what I mean? Tooth with the 1.4 KD, 26 kills, 18 deaths. That is not bad at all, my friend. Look at those heals received. The medic was on him and he was just smashing the hell out of things. So I don't know. DPM, what are you thinking? Tooth, once again, top DPM. Yeah. Frag right behind him. Mason, and then Muma. Demo man there. Not bad at all. I like this. This is even in a game like that went to the second half and they ended up losing it. There's still, stat wise, it's pretty even. Makes me kind of excited for this second map.
I mean, the thing that gets me is that if you look at the total damage for teams, the only thing that separates them is 213 points of damage, but you have 10 more frags for Champagne and Cocaine, who ultimately lost.
That is wild. I don't know if that plays into maybe their aggressive play that didn't pan out because they couldn't kill the targets in the end. But with more frags, you'd think they were hitting their targets. I don't know.
Yeah, I think part of it is how long they defended last there at the end. So there were a couple botched last pushes. But other than that, I mean, that was it. It's a close. It looks like a 5-4 if you look at the stats. 213 damage separates the teams, and one gets an extra round, takes it away. So now we're waiting to see what's going to happen. Our STV has gone away.
It has gone away,
so
my friend.
Maybe this means that they're just going to reload.
Could. Well, same server, perhaps. So I'm excited.
I mean, I know in the past for championships they've used a similar server, but that's because, like, when the championship is on, the admins can deal with it right away.
Sure.
But since this is a more common match, and there are other matches being played, that'd be kind of a hassle.
Yeah, I do agree. So, let's see, next map, my friend. How are you feeling about this? I mean, I asked you before if it carries over from halftime, the momentum, and it obviously didn't for Champagne and Cocaine then, but like in between games, do you like go into the next game feeling a little happy, a little, you know, like, yeah, we just did that, let's finish them off right now, there's no room for a third map? Do you go in with like that much confidence, you know?
Well, we're coming in on Viaduct. And
Viaduct.
yeah, and this is, you know, the Viaduct is okay. We've got STV as well now, so we should be getting around here pretty quick, I hope.
Yeah,
I was letting the IP read out so it didn't echo through my headset, but it looks like we're going to Viaduct, which is unusual. Usually Viaduct is like your tiebreaker map. But it's going to be interesting to go on this right away. From the way that the game was played, I might give the advantage to Coke here, because they just seemed willing to just go a lot of the time. And that's my personal favorite way to play Viaduct, but we'll see. I've played Viaduct with Tooth and Sezco multiple times in seasons. We've done fairly well, so it'll be interesting to see what what both sets try to do here.
I think we'll see some Sezco sniper, you know. I mean, it could work pretty well on this map, you know.
Yeah, actually, funny story.
Yeah?
I made ESEA-IM initially because Sezco was on a team that was playing against us called Garbage Plus. It was Sezco and Duatna versus my team. And they chose to run a sniper against us. It was not Sezco.
No.
And my team won because our sniper went 64 and 30.
64 and 30.
So they made a mistake. And that's how we got to ESEA-IM.
Nice. Beauteous. So we'll see if Sezco may not want any kind of those. Sezco may not want the opposing sniper to go in that kind of repeat performance. So we'll see. We'll see. You know, he may do it. Josh one could snipe too. Really, just who dies? You know, we could even see a Sezco. I was about to get really excited. I heard a heavy. I was like, oh, the pregame heavy. Maybe he'll just throw on his heavy, but no, you know that won't happen.
Yeah, I mean, in the old school world, heavy was a lot more viable. In that original Viaduct, you could kind of get him there and do a little bit more with it. But since they've changed the way the point caps, and it's been that way virtually, forever now. It's been changed longer than it existed as in the old format. Heavy's not really that great now. You may see him in Desperation, or like, I can't remember which frag video it was. It was one of the I-Series frag videos where a team brought a laser beam heavy to the point right at the end of the game, and he got 5 kills.
Oh my god, laser beam heavies. Wonderful things. Something to notice, like, so I'm looking at like Viaduct, as both teams played. They both went 1-1 on Viaduct. So, neither team swept their Viaduct this season, so, given we're looking at like Hawaii Beach Vacation, they themselves, they won 0-4 and they lost 0-4. So it's like, they got thrashed and then they did the thrashing. But you look at Champagne and Cocaine's games on Viaduct, and a win 4-2 and a loss 3-4. So they were a little bit more close there. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. It may. I would assume a team that has Sezco and Mason on it would be pretty good at Viaduct.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I know Tooth knows what to do though, and he seems to be kind of on the ball here. He hated Pocket when I played with him, but he must have had a change of heart and just decided to go ahead and do it. And he's doing it pretty big so far. So kudos to Tooth.
Yeah. Do you think he's doing some of the calling, or what do you know about him in regards to, like, do you think he's doing the calling?
Yeah, I think as Pocket he is now, because he's part of that pseudo Madmen school. Sure. And generally on those teams you're gonna have a lot of people talking, but the Pocket tends to sort of control the flow. And I don't imagine that Tooth would have it any other way.
When we look at the opposite team, you thinking Mason's more or less commandeering things?
It's 100% Mason. Probably.
It's hard to, I mean, he knows what to do in X or Y situation. It's going to be pretty hard to argue with his calls, I'd imagine.
Yep, and he's been main calling at things for so long.
Yeah.
It's hard once you have a guy that's I've main called for a long time too. It's really hard to break the habit.
Yeah. Even if somebody else wants to take over and be like, yeah, we're gonna try main calling too, you probably end up like you have to stop yourself. I imagine half the time from just completely taking over and wanting to main call,
or hating the other person because they did something differently than you would have, and every time it doesn't work. You're just like, God, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah, you just make a mental note of it. You're just like, oh, not again, not again.
Yeah, I would have never done that.
Mm-hmm. So, all 12 players. That is good sign number 1 right now.
Yeah, for the viewers out there, we got a little message from our producer in our heads that said, "I can go to music if you want to, but these guys are going so fast, we didn't need to resort to that."
That is nice.
So, yeah, I'm pretty hyped, dashner. This should be good. I love Viaduct. I know you're a medic too, and medics have mixed feelings about Viaduct, but this is by far my favorite map in the rotation.
It is stressful as hell, but it is so exciting. I'm happy I'm the one right now watching the others play. So, it is going to be a great, great, great damn match. What are you thinking? After that first game, could we see like another 4-3 down to the final second type deal?
I mean, it's entirely possible, but we'll see. Teams can do wacky stuff on Viaduct sometimes because it's one of those things that isn't quite formalized. Like Badlands, if you play on any given team long enough, you could pretty much join another team and play Badlands with them and not be too far off.
Yeah.
But Viaduct, everybody's kind of wonky about it. That every team has their own little thing about Viaduct, and that's another thing that's one of my favorites. Or reasons that this map is one of my favorites is every team approaches this with a few different little things. You've got the I call it the Banny Buddy system. If you watch the Froyo teams, they always are kind of in a buddy arrangement. You always see 2 of them together. Or you've got really far forward. You've got spawn camping. You've got, do we use crits? Do we not use crits? Spy plays. It's endless. Or how much do we snipe?
I love jamming crits on this map. Honestly, this is one of the maps where if you can convince your team to play along with it, and you can use crits a large percentage of the time, you just got to get everybody on board.
Yeah, they have to buy into it.
Yep. So, going live. This is exciting. These teams are respectfully moving very fast. I do enjoy this.
Yep, they are hooking us up. But I'm gonna demand that we watch Toop on the start of this game here because of how big his last one was. It behooves us.
Getting a nice buff right now. Gonna move in. See, taking a little jump here. Getting up on the rock. I like that positioning right now. Sees a soldier behind. Doesn't chase a soldier. This is good. Going for the bomb. It's good damage out on everybody. Massive freaking damage. And ooh, I'm lost for words. That was a hell of a lot of damage. I don't know. What else can you say?
Yeah, he just sat up there and waited for them to get in the biggest clod that they could, and then he bombed onto it and did trillions of damage. So that's what I always tell when I do newbie mix coaching. If you're playing Soldier, the best thing you can do at mid is just wait to see a clod of players and then bomb on it. And Tooth followed that to the letter. You got to be careful with Miwo here. I'm surprised that they're soft holding so much. You don't want Miwo to get forced. You gotta hold this
lo and behold,
point.
there it is.
Yeah.
So they didn't get any frags out of this. Oh, they get Muma. They're gonna be able to get a soldier out of this too. It wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, they got some kills, but now they're in kind of a bind. Now, here's the big question, Buick. Do you throw away all your players on getting this Uber out at the door, and then let them maybe cap for a second or two and then re-push, or do you just back away?
I think they're going to throw him out. I think they need to. They're moving him in right now. Oh, see, Blue is kind of overstacking that right side. They don't care at this point in time. They're moving in. I would like to see a red player jumping and force the Uber earlier. They're letting them go get really far without popping. So, and because of that, they lose a player.
That's not the greatest there. But what I like to do in that situation is you just, as soon as you see them come out of those 3 doors, you sack your whole team onto them because you know you're going to lose the point anyways to the Uber. And so you just throw everything away. Maybe some of their players survive and cap the point, but by then you're respawned and you can just re-push, and then you've got your Uber advantage and you don't have to mess around with this getting out and all the other problems they're about to be faced with.
I know they are.
They're going to try to give him a bad Uber here. And we got players getting thrown around. Micah's going to get dropped. Joshua is going to go down. The Uber is popped off, but I don't think they're going to find anybody here. So they're going to get a quick retake, but it's a leapfrog.
Yeah, no, they do a cap right here. Sam's moving up. They don't even need Uber yet, as long as they can protect him from this scour. Now Van's in frag spamming him. Does a nice little surf and a pause as far as I can tell.
Yeah, and we do have red with the point right now, so I mean they at least got it. But that's the way you want to deal with that. Their Uber got forced way back by the stairs, and that makes life pretty hard.
Yeah.
And they've lost 1 player.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So they gave up the point for like 4 seconds, and they're going to get back to capping it.
Yeah, not only did they force Red to come up through that little teeny choke over there, is that like when you're moving up there and you want to Uber in as a medic, there's so much going on. There's so many people calling targets and stuff like that that you're focusing on just don't drop your soldier, don't drop your soldier, don't drop your soldier. And you saw what happened. They lost a scout right off the bat there. Like, I don't know if that was maybe a slight miscoordination, but on top of having like a mediocre at best Uber, when you're doing it 5 or 6, it's not going to be for the best.
Yeah, the big thing on Viaduct is you have to have, I know it's a crappy combination of words. If I was in college, I'd see WC out next to this, but decisive decisions on Viaduct. Whatever you're going to do, you just have to do it, and you have to do it now.
I agree.
And we got blue recapping here, so they're going to get it. Our HUDs are going to be kind of borked for a little bit, but that's okay. And we'll see respawn and the Uber now for Sam. So we'll see how they choose to utilize this. Oh, Demo Man, we're coming out of the top of the house, very exposed. Muma's going to go down. You don't want that to start.
Suicide in on. They don't get Mio. Mio was just standing back. He was looking to probably build his Uber up right now. I mean, that's the best thing you could do in this situation. Just stay safe. You know, don't let them jump on you. Stay inside the spawn. Build up with the scout, and then. But they're at a disadvantage. Are they going to maybe buff in a few soldiers, send a few people in? Because blue kind of has all sides guarded right now.
Yeah, and they're playing quite passively, which is an older way of playing this game, but it's okay. It can still work. The Med's ultimate safe zone is his own clip, but now the bombs come in. He's popped. Yeah, so this is exactly what they wanted. They're going to get frag, tooth, and top shot, so that's pretty nice. And now you got to go hunt for Miwo and take yourself into some sneaky spots.
Very coordinated bomb. We saw both soldiers and the demo all go in, and they damn near timed it up perfectly. Almost made it there at the exact same moment.
Yeah, you got to have your final countdown. You know, get it down,
indeed,
going to 3.
Because they're moving into Uber right now, it isn't too bad. They don't need to force yet. They don't need to pop yet. Everybody still has a decent health. Top shot goes down. Tooth goes down. They got to use it at some point in time. They're losing too many players. Like, even if they use it now, they may just cap the point, and that's that. Blue's going to move out themselves. They have decent health. Red caps the point. Still no Uber yet.
And he dropped it. They dropped it.
That's a death.
Like, well, I mean, you know, you could have just popped the Uber to hold the point, like, for a little bit longer. That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, not at all.
Oh, that's right when the pause happened.
Okay.
And yeah, Miwo is RIP. Okay, so sorry, Miwo.
Makes more
I didn't mean to talk so much trash at you.
After that, though, they're coming in with a vengeance right now. We're seeing Red moving in. They don't care. Blue has this Uber. And look how far up Red is playing right now. Miwo doesn't care. Dipping and dancing from pipes. Loses the scout because of it. He has a nice little surfy derf back there, but it's barely going to make it out. They need to move in now. There's only 8 seconds left, Marxist.
Yeah, and they're just, because of the 8-second timer, they just pop the Uber. Your Uber lasts 8 seconds. If nobody touches it, they win. And there we go. So Champagne, Cocaine, gonna grab the first round.
1-0. Not a bad start for them. So, what do you think? Let's say, I'm feeling like we're seeing some frag action right now. Let's watch him get a juicy buff and go for lack of a better term, a frag. So sitting on, didn't get full 300, moves up there 250, has something in his sights, does a little jump off that rock. fakes it, comes in. Ooh, clean vision of the medic right now. 1 rocket, 2 rockets, down. Frag, wonderful play.
Yep, the ultimate in roamer play. Kill yourself on the medic.
Miwo lands with 1 hit point.
And they're gonna wipe out here. But
they got the medic. They got the medic.
Yeah, not all is lost. You're gonna be in pretty good position to push. Okay, they delayed the cap long enough for Saam to get the non-possession spawn timer. So that's good. That would have been... I would have had to complain about that, Buick. They did that.
So they're moving up right now. They know it's just a dry push in. They don't care. No team has Uber. Micah's moving in, not taking too much damage, getting some nice point present. Needs to move over. Micah goes down though. Goes down quickly.
Oh, the kind of a mismanaged play there. Saam got bombed from a roamer standing in China, and the medic surfed up to him, and the soldier dropped down, not noticing. So it was a little slippery there.
I don't care at this point in time. They're moving. After all that, too, they're just going to take it height advantage. I think they may start playing aggressive here. They're going to slam Uber into Uber. We're going to see if Mason moves in. They're thinking better, and they're not really moving in. Sam's he's only at 100 hit points. Any shots right now are going to make him pop. If he takes any of these pipes, which he's barely dodging, he needs to move in. And because of that, they're getting frag city. Oh, baby, look at this. They're moving in. Going to get the point. If red Ubers now, they couldn't even do it. It's just going to be trash. They can't do anything, and like lo and behold, once again, 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Even time right now, and a big advantage for blue.
I mean, they ended up losing all their players anyways. Why didn't they all just sack on the med? You get the faster respawn time here. So, we'll see what they do. They're in a really bad spot now, because every time there's an Uber swing like this, you gotta figure you're gonna lose about 30 seconds. Uber's dropped, though, by 2. Big jump around the side. Okay, 30 seconds is out the window. It's an even fight now, and you have a medic. Do they risk Miwo here, or do they trade time for Uber? Looks like they're going to trade time for Uber.
They're just chilling, waiting for some people. Oh, they're so close. I think he's just going to get it at this point in time. Oh, they're moving a little aggressive, though. Moving slightly aggressive. Meanwhile, let's watch from Miwa's perspective. He's going up on the hill right now. Nope. Faking up on the hill. Moving up with his demo. He's going to get his Uber. He's on 89%. Ooh, demo takes a pipe. Needs to be careful there. Hearing your soldier, not looking at these pipes coming at him. Still manages to matrix them, and they're going to get on the point. And they're going to move up with this scout. They may have to Uber here. Soldier coming in. Doesn't need to pop yet. Should pop soon. Covers his scout. Covers his soldier. That's a very good play from the medic. Top shot does go down, but they have to deal with a soldier behind them. Does finally go down. The Uber needs to drop, and they're going to cap the point. So... you know, it's not horrible. They're down by 40%, but as long as they take decent positioning, they could completely get an entry frag.
Well, I mean, they managed this pretty well here. We'll see what they're going to do with the counter. Oh, they're going to get the med. So there is Saam going down. They're going to cap the point. So Miwo is still alive. So that was a better exchange for blue because they're a minute ahead. So every time they cap the point, even just for a little bit, it's a victory for them.
Yeah, for sure. They're taking under a minute right now, and they're going to get their med back up. Med is up. If players go back to heal with him, they will have health soon, but Red doesn't care. They're moving in with their medic. They need really good jumping right now. Makes the medic bounce. Bounces Miwo up. Miwo has his crossbow out. He's kind of stuck, and he goes down.
Yeah, he had a nice little surf, but ultimately it was just a little too hot there in the kitchen. But everyone's going to die on Coke, and they're going to let that go down. So no medics again. The respawn time is actually a little bad for Frag now, but I don't think they're in position to take advantage of a late spawn, so we should see a pretty knockdown, drag-out fight coming here pretty quick, because it's in Blue's favor. They want to stop this timer.
Yeah, you may as well move in, just even if, you know, there's no Uber, both teams know this, focus your targets correctly, Sezco goes down, it might make it a little more difficult. Trying to move up over the stickies, they need a frag now, or they got to bail on this, and they're going to decide to bail. So maybe just get your Uber, I don't know, unless they get a frag soon, that soldier's pushing a little bit. There's their pick, they need to move in right now. Sam's going to start moving up with the demo man, they're getting some nice spam damage out, Red's kind of standing on the point and chilling for a little bit, Blue's going to get some cap time on. Another frag, top shot goes down, Blue's 5x on the point, and we may see Uber on Uber. Do you think there could be a chance where Red's going to push in as soon as they get this? Like, there's only 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have a choice. Each time you do an Uber trade, it's about 30 seconds. So you trade in and then go back through, it's game over by then. So they're going to just have to go with it. The Uber fight is happening on the point. The pockets are trying to position each other for the after fight. Red's going to go to China. They're still jumping around. Frag's going to go down. Van's going to go down. Top Shot's gonna go down. The aggressive Uber not turning out for Red here.
It's really up to the medic and the scout combo. Med down, scout. Micah, you got your soldier buddy coming in. Tooth, can you win a 1v6 with 1 second left? Oh, it's in overtime, goes down, and I do think Blue will defend this. Last soldier coming in, knocks him off the point. Top Shot comes in, knocks him off the point too. This could be wonderful. They need, oh, scout, they're just streaking in right now. One on one. Van needs to get a frag, and he needs to get it now. Gets taken out. There's a teeny bit of time left on the point. Is Miwo gonna make it? Running in with his bone saw, as we spoke on earlier for some reason, and does not get the point.
Yeah, so there's Champagne Cocaine going in there. Those are actually really scary fights there, because when you hold the point, your respawn timer is bad, so if you bleed players, you can end up losing that point, and with the timer that low, you might lose the game.
It's true, my friend, it's true. So, off the middle this time, Muma's putting out some nice damage. Sei's kind of getting tanked by the med, so moving in, CZN's a nice sticky. Needs to call out the demo, is heavily damaged, and I think he does. Almost hits this jumping soldier with the pipe. Soldier kind of bounces it off the bridge up there. When he goes down, Sezco trades for Micah right now. Van goes down. Red's for frags in deep, but does not get the frag on the medic. So, Sam's still being healthy right now, kind of in a smart position, and they're going to cap the point.
Miwo just barely escaped that. So, he's going to make it out. A little bit of Uber differential. Muma calls out baited and outsmarted, so hard life. But we're taking the right cliff here from Champagne Cocaine. And we'll see if they choose. No, they don't choose to use it. They're going to back off and get force. I don't agree with that course of action.
Good force by frag, but that was more the blue team being in a stupid position, so they cannot do that again, or else they may bleed too many players here.
Yeah, they're trying to counter push here off this Uber. Oh, big pipe from Top Shot. Knocks out both soldiers.
Sam's trying to stick on his demo and scout, but that hill, you know, that's a death trap for that's roller, that's spam city. You can't stay there. You need to get out of that position, and you got to get out of there quick. They may pay for this. They're kind of just chilling there. Demo's moving up. Demo's going to go down. There's a soldier. Frag has nice height advantage on them right now. They need to get rid of him. They're still chilling in that spot. I know they don't have Uber, but Miwo goes down.
Yep, another big soldier play coming out for the Hawaiian, or the Champagne Cocaine rather. And they're going to lose the farm. It's the Great Depression in here.
They don't know whether to grind or why. They don't know what to do right now. Like, jeez. 1 second left. Red is up, but what are they going to be doing? What do you think Red is going to come up? You know what we haven't seen yet, Marxist? How many off classes have we seen? How many have we seen? None. That's incredible.
We also haven't seen crits, and we also have not seen the cannonball gun.
Or the teams just is it one of those, like, both teams are playing prevent defense where they just don't want to mess up by doing something strange?
Well, I'm pretty soon here, if Champagne Cocaine keeps going this way, they're gonna force the beach vacation to do something.
I agree. They're moving in. Blue has decent positioning right now. They're kind of just chilling with their Uber right now. Big bomb in from Frag. Forces the Uber again. I've seen him force Sam and or get a lot of damage in multiple times right now. Frag is definitely carrying his weight in regards to forcing the Uber.
Yep, and they're just going to play this out, but when you do that, you burn 30 seconds off the clock, so it's going to be down to 1 minute for Blue by the time the beach vacation gets their thing together here and can even get on the point. That's a pretty big trade when you're already a minute down. You're banking that your post-capping defense is going to win you the game.
They've got 3x on the point, 1x now because the people are moving up playing on blue. So, they Uber in right now. Sam and Chair User are both. Chair User is down. Sezco's going to try to get a nice cleanup frag here. Does manage one with his scout buddy. Muma goes down. Oh, this is just getting scrappy as all hell right now. Joshua's moving in, and it gets flung up in the air and gets the pistol kill on Tooth before he dies.
Yeah, Miwo's going to go down to a flank as well. So that actually puts Coke on the better side of the 30-second to get Uber timer, because Miwo still isn't even alive. So if you want to play it risky, you could try and get something here. Blue, again, this plays into Blue's hands if they can get on the point. We're going to trade Roamer for Roamer. Not really anything of value lost that day.
Indeed. So Blue's moving in. They're putting some time on the point. The scouts are doing the scouts are baiting the other red team in, and Red doesn't care. Red's saying, "You're gonna bait us. Here we come." And they're playing super aggressive right now. Sam goes down because of that, and Red Red with the advantage. As long as Miwo gets out, he needs to be safe, but he's only being protected by a demo and a scout, and that doesn't work good when you're being jumped by 2, 3 soldiers. Oh goodness, somehow he's still alive, being focused down so hard from 2 soldiers and a scout. Decides to sneak out of there, gets back to spawn, and he is safe.
It's killer here though, because they're burning. They're not going to be able to get out here with their Uber until the timer's down to like 15 seconds or so, and that's pretty bad.
Because of this, look at this. 20 seconds left. Are they going to be able to Uber? Like, Red's on the point, but, you know, they may get forced here. If they get forced here, it's bad news bears. So, Scout moving up. 1 shot, 2 shot, does force the Uber. Really good play by Big Sezzy. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. 30 hit points. He's wrapping up around. He makes it out alive. Potentially going to make it to his medic. Maybe get a frag here on the soldier. Decides to, you know, think better of it. Still sitting on 55 hit points. Meets some healing, meets a soldier, meets his doom. But, you know, mission and job accomplished on Sezzy's part.
Yeah, they got the timer down to 8 seconds. Like, that's a great position to be in. The other team has a minute. You pop your Uber. You're on the better respawn now, and they're just banking frags left and right. And they have no choice. They have to try and block this point because it's only 8 seconds. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen. No kills come out. Bad situation. You play around your medic here, buff everybody up, and you're gonna win the game now. There you go. So that is a 3-0. We're gonna go to halftime. Champagne Cocaine dominating Viaduct.
From, like, as much as I can see, like, from a lot of aspects, like, how low do you remember, you know, how low do you remember the opposing team getting on the clock? It wasn't a lot. Some of the rounds, they were losing with a lot of time left still on the clock. Like, it's just horrible Uber exchanges, or how can we explain this?
They're having a hard time with the post. So the way you bank that time is by having really solid defenses of once you have capped. And that's proving to be pretty difficult for Hawaiian Beach Vacation. So they are capping, but they're being manipulated by Champagne Cocaine into being in situations where they only hold the point for 3 or 4 seconds, or maybe 30 at the most. And that's like, you've got to fix the way you're playing the game or you will lose.
Indeed. Like, well, let's look at this. I mean, let's see, we look at potentially death-wise. You know, it's only, you know, Miwo on 10 deaths. You know, Sam's on 7 deaths. That's not too different, but, you know, the ratio is definitely 1 Uber charge to 1 death for Sam, and there's only, you know, 7 Uber charges to 10 for Miwo. So Sam is definitely playing pretty well this half. On to the second half we go. No halftime at all. I like this.
Yeah, I should note they're being blasted by 48 frags. Like, that's the story right there.
Yeah.
You will not get out fragged by 48 and win.
And a half. Like, you're thinking a whole game, but let alone a half. Jesus, that's a lot for 1 half. So Frag moving in, Tooth moving in. They got damage on the medic. Sam goes down. They need to protect their med right now. Miwo doesn't know. He's dodging pipes, but there's a soldier behind him. A scout in his face. Another soldier in his face. Man needs to get this frag right now. Well, let's see if Micah can do anything. Oh, everybody's saying, get out of here. They're not going to let him get any frags. Both soldiers decide to shellac him once and then twice, and it's over.
Yeah, you like to see that as a med. If a team sells out for you early, they have made a mistake. And, his team cleaned up nicely there. I'm surprised they're playing so passively. Well, we've got one person doing what I like to do in Muma. Muma's playing way up. I like that.
Indeed. They got some nice... they're going to be moving in. I don't know. Is Blue going to decide to dry push this? They're kind of overloading that side right now. Like, Red's health is not that bad. It's not that horrible. So this could be a risky play. They don't care. They're moving in anyway.
Yeah, Coke playing a little passively here. They're going to trade out Sezco and Tooth. That's a bigger blow for... Oh, wow. But Muma's going to go down there out here. Yeah, so a nice heady play from Beach Vacation. But no, Miwo's going to crater. Oh, those are the worst moments.
He landed on the little, like, oh, what the hell is that called? Like the wood paneling thing right there.
Yeah,
oh, goodness,
pallet.
And he still cratered. The pallet, of course, and he still cratered.
Yeah, it's just you're flying through the air and you're like, find a high place, find a high place, find a high... and then you die anyways.
Indeed. Top shot going down. Oh, man, moving in. That's 2 quick frags right now. Hit him with 2, and they may be able to contest because this 3x on the point. You got heals, and it's looking good for you, you know. That's the red time is now ticking down again. They're going to be below sub 2 minutes quite soon, so...
Yep, that's... They're failing to... They had a great push, right? They took that point. It was good. But then they couldn't defend it at all. They gave it up right away. We've got Coke in the time lead still. They're trying to come in and recap this. Coke is going to obliterate them. Muma is down, but that doesn't matter. They are going to cap this out, but again, they only hold it for a couple seconds.
I don't know. Could they? I was like, are they going to make an Uber play? You know, they had an advantage. Like that was a questionable play on their part. And then I look at it, they're not even ahead in Uber. So they're going to be moving in right now, 70 into 100. Let's see. Red could just set up their positioning. They got one soldier kind of poking and showing. He's going to be able to get back. He's not going to die, which is good. Just kind of calling out where the blue team's pushing from.
Yeah, blue's trying to go. They're trying to hustle up here because if they don't negotiate this Uber fight correctly, they're going to be down to like a minute by the time this is over, even if they cap. So the Ubers come out. Demo gonna get the flash and saved. Blue players kind of swarming around to the left back side of their little area here, and the fight breaks out on the point. Scouts spamming at everybody. The point isn't capped yet, Buick. We're getting down to a minute. We traded our Uber for nothing.
No, they need to move in. Top Shot kind of hiding behind the rock here. He needs an arrow. He needs something. He can't move out without it. So gets out, puts out one sticky. Oh, they get a nice frag there. This could be good. They just got to heal up, round up, watch the stickies on the ground, and they should be fine here. They're clearing the stickies, which is really nice. But Muma's throwing kind of that defensive little sneaky spot behind the wood there. Go! Decides to get banned because of it. So that could be huge.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Coke can just time scam, basically, at this point, but they're going to choose not to. I would have thrown in more on the point there, but I guess they're banking on the fact that they may have Uber advantage. We might just see them Uber back in here, because their med hung out there the whole time.
And they're moving up like they want to do it.
Yeah, there they go, and they're going to get Tooth and Miwo right away. Disastrous. Absolutely disastrous.
It was so close to Uber.
To pop Buick.
2x on the point, didn't have to pop, cleaned up the blue team. They could be cleaning up this game.
Yeah, clearly Hawaiian Beach Vacation, not so strong at the viaduct.
It's 4-0. We could be looking at a 4-0 right now. We're gonna have to see some kind of heroics. We're gonna have to see some kind of Saam drop everybody, force, like, I don't know. I don't know what they can do right here. Saam decides to smartly pop out after taking one rocket. Decides to cover everybody. It's easy. That feels so good as a medic when you're just kind of defending the point, flashing everybody, keeping them all healthy, and then you see the opposing med do that. He's on a killing assist spree of 5. Ooh, does that have to feel good?
The time is on the point here, though. Oh, and he's going to get the med, too. This puts them in a really bad situation because of the spawn timer. Is there going to be a soldier get here in time?
Almost does.
He gets destroyed by the scouts. They slow him down. So that was almost really dangerous because those players can't just hang on the point forever.
4-0, my friend. 4-0. A domineering, ridiculous performance by Champagne and Coke after that first map. They kind of had a little chip on their shoulder. It came out and just obliterated them.
Yeah, sometimes you awake the sleeping dragon, Buick, and that feels like that's what happened there. They were massively outfragged by 60 frags.
60
Hawaii,
frags.
60 frag differential. Like that's woof.
Just think of the first map. What was it? 10 frag? What did we say? Like something like a 200 damage difference and a 10 frag difference? Look at 60 frags. Is it just come down to maybe them not practicing Viaduct? I mean, Red wasn't... They played more tight, but there was no secret strategies or anything. There was... I don't think we saw one off class. All 4 rounds, literally.
They held the point, and they played aggressively with the advantages that they had. Blue liked to back up a lot, and it meant that they didn't hold the points for very long. Now,
statistic-wise, I'm going to read you a stat, and you tell me if this sounds like a pocket soldier. 27 kills and 7 deaths. No, that's quite a nice performance by Mason on that map. Holy frick, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially on Soldier on Viaduct, 7 deaths is absolutely ridiculous, but you've got the same thing from Joshua and Muma with only 1 and 2 more deaths apiece. Their KDs look amazing. So, I mean, that just shows you're not getting kills as Hawaii Beach Vacation. You're coming in, you're getting a few little pressure, you're pressuring them off the point, and then they say, okay, thanks for that, and then they murder your whole team.
Yep. Something like really... I can't... Sezco as well, 26 kills, 26 and 11 himself? Oh my, they had it won. Mr. Chair User and Mr. Sezco had a wonderful first half. Wonderful second half. Ends up being a wonderful game for that. Imagine that. So look at those. That's the kill death on that team. Chair User, Sezco, Muma, Joshua. Like it's insane. We're looking at 3.9, 2.4, 3.1, 2.6. What the hell?
Yeah, that's just a poorly played game from Champagne Cocaine. So it's unfortunate. Tooth had such a good game on Viaduct. He sort of controlled that match for portions of it, but that they just completely fell apart on Viaduct. The train went right off the rails. It went to the Viaduct bridge, and then it fell off down and crashed and burned. No survivors.
No survivors. Not after that routing. Oh man, what can we expect? I don't even know. What can we expect on Process? Do you think they're going to be like, hey, it's time for a CP map? You know what happened last CP map? Maybe they can take this little break after Viaduct and just just maybe go stretch a little bit. Pep talk themselves. Go get some water. Go get a drink because it's going to Process.
Yeah, the big thing here is perhaps Hawaii Beach Vacation knew that they were not going to be very good at Viaduct. And so, or every team that they scrimmed had a sniper. I don't know if you've ever been in that situation, Buick, but there's you're scrimming Viaduct for that week, you feel really good about it, and every team you play runs a sniper. And so, all of your strats are built, and all of your plays that you work out with your team are built towards don't get killed by the sniper, beat the other team. And then you play your match, and they never run a sniper, and you have no idea what to do.
Yeah, and we're not talking he played one life and died and didn't get a pick. There was literally no sniper. That's very fascinating. So that can completely throw you off. Positioning wise, you're so used to you practice all week and you're calling out. You have to base your plans around suiciding on the sniper and then moving in and stuff like that. And then there's none. It throws everything. It throws everything into disarray. And the Source TV is up for the final map. The final map, guys. Remember this too. There's no lower bracket. The team that loses this map, they're done. Their season's over. All the weeks. It's all been building up for this. And with no losers bracket, just a best of 3. Lose and go home. There's a lot riding on this map Process.
Yep, whoever does not win Process has to get put down like Old Yeller, so we'll see what happens here. I feel if that was not intended, a game like that will destroy your team cohesion.
Yeah,
for Hawaii Beach Vacation. If they knew they were bad at Viaduct coming in, I think they'll be okay. But if if they thought they had a legit chance, or they felt good about Viaduct, that mumble may be a bad environment right now.
It's going to be one of those things where somebody has to be if it is a bad environment, that obviously I can carry over to the next map, but somebody has to step up and be like, yo, dudes, listen, this is a CP map, all right? You listen, you do what you need to do, you play tight, you play smart, we're back on a CP map. We know we can give them a good game on a CP map. Obviously, Badlands is different than Process, but Viaduct is just so out there in regards to strategy that you can't really match that with most CP maps, the results on it.
Yeah, the other thing that I would say that Viaduct shows is when you play on it, it shows the tendencies of your team. We saw there that Hawaii Beach Vacation likes to play it pretty standard, pretty passive. Coke is a lot more aggressive. And that worked out. And their attacking cohesion is a lot better. Because there were a lot of times, and in the previous game too, where Hawaii Beach Vacation kind of had some miscues on their pushes, and that it destroyed them on Viaduct.
Yeah, it did. They would be pushing in, and they would loot, we saw a few times. It'd be pushing in Uber versus Uber. They would go through a choke, which is already bad enough because you're getting slowed down. The med has to kind of tank the pocket, and then they would lose somebody on the opposite side of the map. And you can't. Like I said, it's bad enough Uber versus Uber when you're being spammed through chokes, but then when you lose multiple people, it's more or less just a blown opportunity.
Mm-hmm. A Process is a little different story. We'll see here what they choose to do. We're probably going to see some high-flying roamers. We got Hellbent in this game, and he jumps a lot, so there's that. And we'll see what they decide to do.
I will say, we did not see a sniper on Viaduct, but I would put money on there being a decent % chance there's going to be a point at time in this game where we are going to see a sniper.
Yeah, well, I mean, for last pushes probably at least.
Of course.
I don't like sniper on the last push here, but I do subscribe to Pure's old talk on how to defend this last when you don't have Uber, which means you would run a sniper in Marxist world. So, and pretty much all the invite teams have adopted that style of play. So we'll see. IM is kind of the laboratory, you know. It's straight from the Dungeons of Rap sort of situation.
Yeah, we got a little strategery going on here. You know, we might see something we haven't seen before. It's quite exciting.
Yeah, I mean, that's the fun of IM, is that everybody, all the top teams in IM want to make invite.
Of course.
And they play the lower invite teams, and at least in seasons past, generally the IM teams have not been as good as the lower invite teams, or at least they've been close. And so IM is the one that has the impetus to make new things occur, to try and beat their invite nemesis.
Indeed. Like, and the thing about some of these teams too, like we're looking at, you know, like Coke, like they're, you know, and throughout both teams, there are invite caliber players on these teams, like, which is the wonderful thing. Like that's why, perhaps maybe that's why sometimes these CP maps, you know, we're looking at like the 5-4s and stuff like that.
Yep. Well, they've got good things going for them here. I haven't looked at their schedules to see how they did on Viaduct. I probably should do that, because we got just a few seconds, right?
Yeah, as far as I know. Let me see. Process here. Process. It looks like Hawaii won 5-2 and 3-5 on their process matches. And we're looking at Champagne and Cocaina. Cocaina, it looks like they won 2-5 and 3-5 on their process matches. So, you know, that's... An interesting part is... Oh, okay. So... They both beat the same Take the Wheel. They both beat that team 3-5. It's really hard to, just looking at stats and looking at numbers, I mean, based on their earlier matches on this map, it's going to be pretty even.
Yeah, so there we go. I helped us get to cool things to talk about while we're waiting on everybody to get their snacks over with and get ready to go. But yeah, so it looks like they're pretty close here. Maybe we'll get treated to another super exciting 5-4. Not quite so much the problems that we had last time. So it will be decided here, though, Buick. I don't know how I would feel about a process decider, just because it's you know, it's different. Usually you go to Viaduct for the decider, but
yeah,
or in the olden days, probably more around your days, were G-Pit deciders.
I miss it. Dear God, I miss that. It's stressful as hell as a medic, but I totally, I still cry. I still shed tears nearly probably every 3 days a week about G-Pit being gone. So, you know, maybe someday I'll get it back. I don't know. I'm hoping so.
It's really funny because all the combat classes, who were the ones that did not have to stress out so much about G-Pit, seem to not like it.
I know.
But that like playing medic on that map was the worst thing in the entire world, because if you walk out of a door and your team isn't paying attention and you get headshot, you just lose. That's it.
Sucks.
GG.
I mean, at some point in time when you're holding beat, you literally have to, it's stressful, exhilarating, but you would have to hide it in the dispenser in the shady side of the building. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. They could snipe you from more than that. Jeez, 5 different locations when you're holding B. Like, it's stressful, exciting, but made for some pretty damn good tie-breaking matches.
Yeah, and plus you had the timer always ticking and everything. It was great. I loved it. And it kind of served the function of a coin flip, because you never really knew who was gonna win. And if you did win, there was no solid way to really, you know, justify it game to game. You could play like 7 G-Pit games and have constantly differing results. So
of course, like sometimes you're gonna see a team cap in a minute. I don't know. I miss it. We won't get it back. That's okay. You know, it can forever live in frag videos.
We can talk about it in these pre-game sessions wistfully and punish everyone else for it. So it looks like we are going to pick our colors for our British friends and get going. So
Champagne and Cocaina, they're on starting on red. You know, not bad. Who you feeling like? Who you feeling like is just itching to have one hell of a middle right now?
You gotta go with chair user, man. He had a 3.9 KD on
Kind
that
of hard to
last
argue
game.
with that. Alright, Mason's, just doing his average thing with that little stick out run, getting a little, ooh, catching that nice little arrow in the back, moving up. He's got 300 hit points, moving up onto the point here. He's kind of just poking a little bit, showing, takes a little bit of height advantage, nice spam rocket down there. Still really no. The blue medic's taking a lot of damage being high like that. Chair user, nice little rocket down there. No deaths yet. Look at this. Blue is kind of weak. Oh, goes down right now. They lose top shot. Mason needs to decide on something. He needs to move in right now. He's kind of shooting rockets every direction, not putting out too much damage. Meets up with his medic again. He's going to get the buff, and Blue's going to move out? They're going to give this to them, perhaps?
Yeah, both teams went really passively, and my rule of thumb is generally if both teams go super passive, you're going to end up with whoever gives the first kill that isn't a trade is going to win the mid. And that's basically what happened there. So we'll see what they decide to do now.
They're moving there. Muma's kind of just holding the choke. This is the average. Maybe this could be like, we'll see if anybody makes an aggressive play here. Like, nobody wants to mess things up. When you're sitting at a match like this and you're sitting at chokes that are usually kind of stalematy, I don't know if people are going to maybe they won't off class. Maybe we'll just look at kind of what we did before and just people just, going to suicide our soldiers and over again, go for the safe picks. Because Red is kind of just chilling and Blue's kind of just chilling. And now they're both staring at each other in that choke and just being like, you make the move. No, you make the move.
To be honest, in this situation, I wouldn't mind walking a guy back and having him go sniper. But they're going to go ahead and have Hellbent bomb in. So we'll see what they do in response. This soldier got in really deep in IT. That could have been... That was the danger zone. Kenny Loggins there.
Oh, man. Top shot with it. Sezco's kind of poking in a little bit. Sezco, ooh, he might... Oh, here comes the Red Uber, though. Red, they had the Uber, and Blue needs to meet up with somebody. He has nobody attached with. He finally gets the milk and pop it. Soldier, everybody's going to split. It's kind of the chair user sitting there. He's bringing all the players in there. He does die, but that literally brings 4 players into sewers, which gives Red time to back out.
Well, it's an unusual push scenario, too, because you got the team coming out. I guess they didn't think they were going to actually come out of the sewer door. Now we've got Lord of the High Place being played by Tooth. It's really, really difficult to push when you got that soldier spamming you on that flat ground down there, and they're going to take this. Yeah, so a botched Uber. The Coke just decided to go, and it did not turn out. So a little bit of a replay of what we saw on Badlands.
A credit to Miwo there. He's able to definitely hold on to that Uber for a while. Like, they Ubered him in, and I was like, he's not attached to anybody. He's not attached to anybody. He wasn't popping. He didn't need to pop on anybody, and because of that, they got the momentum.
Yep, now we'll see how they handle this.
Yeah, is Red going to move in here? They're poking somebody there. Chair user's moving in. That's pretty far to be in for a pocket soldier. So I don't know if he's going to die here. He's taking advantage of him being pushed up that far. I'm not really sure what Mason was doing there. Kind of checking for stickies. Maybe he expected his team to follow him up. We'll never know.
Yeah, now it behooves you to push.
Indeed.
Micah is really hurt, and they're going to buff him, which is kind of unfortunate. But they've got to pick. He's going to be gone for a long time, and when he gets there, he's not going to be crit sealed because he's a soldier. And then they lose frag down on the side, so...
Just scared to move in. I guess they just don't want to mess up. They want to wait for the opposition to make their mistake.
Yeah, or they're going to try to force him into push again. Yep. And it looks like they're going to give that to them. So this is a dangerous situation, pushing in Uber versus Uber from second as red team, because your spawn timer is not in your favor. Top shot is going to go down. Sezco's down, but so is Micah, so that it's going to turn out okay for Coke here.
Yeah, they get some bleeders, but they more or less they stop the momentum right there. Like, it's Forks on the point. Look, I mean, the med's capping, everybody's just chilling, Red's all getting healed up, and it's going to give Blue time to build up their Uber. Micah may be able to move back up in time. All soldiers are there. But Red doesn't care. Red knows that they're still down Micah, and they're moving in. Blue's back on the battlements because of this. Two spamming some nice rockets on there, putting some damage on the Muma, but somebody's going to get caught out. There's a big jump in by Frag, puts one rocket on the Sam. Sam surfs away. No pop. No, he doesn't have the Uber 2 pop, but excuse me. So he just gets the health back, and they're moving right back in.
And you got to be careful here. You want to try and get position on the Spire if you can, because right now they're kind of they're stalling out. They can't get onto the Spire, so they're going to back up for now. Micah is going to go down, but they may be able to push in now. There are teams across them down in the pit of sadness, is what I like to call it. That dip there. because nothing good ever comes from going there. And they're going to get 2 picks, so now they might not even have to pop.
Yeah, no, they're not going to have to. Like, unless we're looking at blue popping to block it and waiting for their spawns to get there, which we could. I think blue may just move them into last, and they are definitely going to. Oh no, Tooth and Van both going down. They don't care. Look at Saam. He's moving in with the demo right now as they cap. Muma coming in. Oh, he's going for the big play right here. He needs to get some frags. They need to get him soon, and we could just see an Uber trade unless there's no follow up right now. Blue Uber does come out. Muma kind of backs out, loads up some stickies. They can start collapsing on the point right now, catches the tail end of this Uber, throws 2 stickies down, and they're just going to back up and say, listen, we got our point, let's just chill on it, let's just make a new plan, and let's push into last.
Yeah, it was good in theory, but it didn't really turn out so great in form, because they had too many players kind of banged up there, and I don't think they took that into account when they went ahead and went. So, we do have a sizable Uber advantage, maybe, for Saam. I'm surprised that we don't have an off-class, too, because we had so many people. We had a scout die in that push.
Yeah, you think you would come back up as a sniper man or something, you know, but no dice on that. So they are moving a little bit forward. I say that as Mumas, he's kind of throwing up a forward defensive trap per se. They're just going to get the Uber. I do think that blue can milk it out at this point in time, because with this kind of advantage, you can move in, but you got to be right in their faces when you get this Uber. So 90% blue's going to get their counter.
Yeah, now we're just going to see a suicide, most likely. Oh, frag actually going to go down. He was peeking up, so there's your time to push. You killed their sniper, so you get a little bit of a time. They're going to get forced pretty early. The med's down on the ground. That's kind of unusual for these situations. And still nothing really happening. Muma really hurt. Frag and Tooth are going to go down. Trading out for Joshua on 3 versus 4 right now. Muma, the most hurt player on red, getting healed. Share user trapped in the back. His team leaves him to die. And there we go again. So no push out just yet.
Nope. Just resetting right now. Muma throwing up another sticky trap. They need to watch the left side right now. It looks like people are moving on bottom. It's frag going in. Miss the worst first rocket, miss second rocket, third rocket. You know, I think he's just going for the pick right there. It doesn't really cost him at this point in time. He knows red isn't going to push in, so may as well roll the dice.
Yeah, and they have Sezco do the same right back. He goes down in a sticky trap, so good. I like Coke's play right now. They're playing pretty aggressively, which, you know, that's near and dear to my heart. I prefer to push quickly. We do have Van on heavy, so they may know they've got their crappy Uber situation, so you're going to try and have the heavy. They have him out and displayed. They have not gone with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Heavy, but they're coming in. The Uber hasn't really done a whole heck of a lot. Joshua is going to go down. Soldier
Tooth in really good
point.
position. Yeah, look at Tooth above there, just kind of protecting everything, just looking down on everything, dealing with people up there. Gets a nice frag onto Mason. They do have to pop the Uber, but they may be able to move out. They're up 5 on 2 right now, and it's only a demo and a scout. Unless we're looking at some heroic stickies that are going to slam 3 people, it's not going. They're going to have to give it up.
Yep, not the best last push in the world. And we are this is giving me flashbacks of that Badlands game, which is pretty exciting. So we've got Uber advantage for Miwo. The spawn timer's not in their favor, so we might not see them go off of it, because it's not a huge Uber advantage.
Oh, they're sitting, let's see here. 30%. They may... Pushing into mid, I mean, when you push into mid and you're like 30%, what's the best you can get out of it? Probably cap the point back. Like, the mid is big enough where the other team will see you coming, and usually the medic will be able to get into a safe positioning. So, it could be worth moving in and trying to get some time on point.
The other thing that surprises me is, given that situation, that our aggressive friends in Coke did not push in right away. Like, they could have pushed 2, stripped them of their Uber, and now they wouldn't have to deal with this. Actually, it's turning out pretty well. Sezco and Hellbent are both down. You never want to lose 2 players over a point that you knew you were going to lose. And there's a little bit of a back cap going, but it's not going to matter. And they're just going to push straight through.
Frag's still keeping them busy right there. And because of this. Oh, they have to move in. This is a pretty bad Uber on Red's part. Unless they can focus targets right now, they need to watch out. They do get Muma, they get Tooth. This is going to turn out really well for them. Muma goes down behind the fight. Medbeam needs to get on his targets very quickly. Joshua going to chase down Micah, get some kills. Frag is saying, leave my buddy the hell alone. And lo and behold, jumps away. They're going to get out together, alive, holding hands. Very romantic, like, you know.
Yeah, they pushed as if the other team did not have Uber, so That was a little bit of a mistake there. I think they thought they were in the clear, or maybe they just had faith that they could all get out safely, and it didn't happen. That tends to be the killer of many TF2 dreams. Med jumping around on the point, not badly hurt, gets shot in the feet again, very hurt, trying to get to the health pack, gonna get it. 3 players down on the beach vacation. They're sending out that SOS right now.
Look at Sezco unloading. I've watched him chase that combo and unload like 4. He is just peppering them with pistols, and they have to back up in. 2x on the point. Gonna cap at this much advantage. They're already moving in. Look where they are.
Yeah, they're coming in off the left side. Both soldiers come out together. Gonna get the medic. That's pretty big here. Now, if you're Sam, as long as you don't die, you pretty much have this one in the bag eventually, whether it happens right away or not.
1, 2. Mason, really nice distraction. But I've seen him most of their Ubers. He likes to get the Uber, have the medic flick it off of him, and then he likes to jump up behind in the panic room. You know.
Yep, and it turned out pretty well. That round lasted 12 minutes, so a pretty solid back and forth game there.
Nice little slick demo jump there. Muma getting in, throwing out some nice stickies. Aggressive play on the red soldier. Needs to back off. Took a little bit of damage. Going back into sewer, getting his health pack. Blue now has the height advantage. They have the crate advantage. Sam goes down to a scout. Micah with a beautiful frag there. Top Shot trying to deal with Sezco, but Sezco doesn't care much right now. He's just bobbing and weaving, and he's making everybody look at him.
Yeah, the point is even capped out. Red acted like they almost didn't quite know what they were supposed to do at mid. They got there and just stood there and choked. Hellbent had a pretty good run at the enemy demo too. He almost had himself, a click Kodak moment shot, but didn't get it. And then his team just got obliterated. They did manage to decap the point though, so that turned out.
Let's see how they're going to be able to hold 2. They're a little ahead in Uber, and Muma's up at this point in time. I don't think we're going to see any like superbly aggressive plays by Blue right now. They're probably just going to get in position and feel it out a bit.
I honestly prefer the 6v6 no Uber fight to the Uber fight. So they're going in. Wow! Soldier launched 10 million miles in the air, and Sam is dead. See, it works. The gamble works out.
It pays off there. Roll the dice, and it came up Snake Eyes. They're ready to fight. Wait, Snake Eyes good or bad? I think it's good, right?
If you call it. If you're playing craps.
Okay. Yes, perfect. Okay, word.
It's all good. It's kind of rare, so
Yeah, of course.
2 is hard to get. So they're gonna lose Joshua on this too. I would just go and tell Van to go like spy in case there's a disaster. Mason's gonna sack himself out. They're taking the long way home though. Gonna see what we get here. 2 trying to take the high ground. He gets it. He almost falls down and he's like, no, I can't lose the high ground. They jump kill Sam again. Pretty bad news bears here. They are valiantly defending that point though. They don't want to give it up. Lots of damage coming out, trying to get big plays. Demo tries to defend, can't do it. Hawaii Beach Vacation gonna tie this up, Buick.
I've seen a lot of soldiers on both teams taking advantage of that lip, up behind. Like whether you're defending or attacking, people are putting a lot of emphasis on getting there and getting there quick.
Yep, it was solid.
Middle-wise now, let's see, Demo Man. Muma coming in, not bad. Top Shot beats, nice little sticky going into choke. Hits the soldier coming through, pops it. Another sticky. Oh, Muma, this is a nice little duel they have in the middle there. Muma switches the pipes first. Top Shot throwing some pipes over. Really just super aggressive play from Blue, but they need to watch their flank right now. They need to watch their medic. Sam's kind of protected. It's looking pretty good for him. So Blue still has that height advantage, but health-wise, they're not looking so hot. Miwa's kind of frantically trying to heal everybody. Demo Man M1ing into them on the right side. Muma's going to distract him. And as he's doing this, Joshua has nice height advantage. Red has capped the point. They're 2x on the point. This is really big for them. We're going on 3x soon. Micah gets him. Micah putting damage out. Sezco's going for the big flank. He's seen, though, and he can't make it out alive. Something they do have is they have a scout. I'm not sure. Do you think Blue knows that Joshua's behind them right now?
Probably not.
One frag.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh,
so,
no.
No, nothing to come.
From his perspective, you're hoping that you catch the medic who was like capping or something like that, but unfortunately, team just kind of turned around and focused them together.
Yep, and we now have a demo under threat here at 2, but Soldier's frag is struggling and he's getting thrown around by a scout, so not gonna happen. Both teams blow their roamer, and we'll see what's going on now. If you're blue team here, you've got to get on the spire.
Yeah, they're kind of just hiding behind it.
They're
There's no height
dropping too many
advantage.
people.
Oh, drop! You're standing on a
no.
sticky and he got shellacked. Oh, it's one of those situations where you're standing on a sticky, you're good hit points, but then you get hit at the rocket at the same time in an uber drop. And you know what though? I will say that it's Blue's fault in the first place because, as you mentioned, they weren't getting on the spire. They're kind of just staying on the low ground. You're begging for something bad to happen.
Yeah, but Sam's actually going to get taken out by a sneaky frag.
Frag!
So he saves the game for his team there because that was going to be a 2-point swing. Easy. And now Blue is coming out here emboldened, and Hellbent's going to go down. The point still isn't capped. They could try and block. There we go. We've gotten on the point now. They are leaving. Tooth has become lord of the high place, and they don't get middle.
Nope. Moving back up. Maybe they can get health and, like, they got to move in defensively, but Blue's moving in too fast. Look at this. Soldier's moving in. Scout moving in right now. Tooth with a frag on Muma. Oh, they're moving in with an uber advantage and a demo down. This could be one of those where you just cap and move in. The demo's down for, what are we looking at? Over 10 seconds still. This is going to be, oh, they're just bleeding out.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. They're just they don't want to go through a last hold. It's too stressful. PTSD relation to the last hold, and they just throw the round away. So we're at a 2-1.
2-1, man. If there's any time like Champagne and Cocaine seems to get a break by, like, you know, opposing medic dropping or something like that, they're getting forced. Like, you know, a big props to Frag for that last force in the second situation. So, oh, she's moving up real aggressively. The red soldier on the right side, moving up too. Frag is saying, I don't care, I'm jumping right into you. Everybody look at me. So gets back, gets around. All 6 players are still alive on both sides. Frag's the lowest, and, you know, everybody else is decent health.
Yeah, you're basically waiting. When you play passive like this, you're basically waiting for an important person to catch a pipe. And it has started to happen. The beach vacation is really hurt. They're all in the red, but they're getting caught out, our Coke, and they're having to leave. No time on the point. I'm surprised no one chased the medic there.
Yeah. I think they could have sent 2 people, and, like, Mason would only be able to focus one of them, so they could have potentially got a medic kill. Interesting.
I mean, we've seen a lot now where teams just don't bother with the point. You just go in and try and force the Uber back there.
Yeah,
and cap later.
Yeah, you leave, like, one of your scouts who died early. Like, be like, yeah, when you spawn, come and cap, you know?
Yep, now we've got an Uber fight over Spire. We'll see. It looks like Tooth is trapped. Yeah, Band is going to go down too, so this will not work out. The important thing is, does Miwo escape?
He's running for his life.
He is trying.
Mason may chase him, but I think they're just going to accept the fact that he's being spammed out. Just say, guess what? We're going to get this point. We're going to relax, and we're going to come in and try to tie this.
Yeah, so they're going to snatch this point back. Not the greatest push ever. And it's going to be even. So again, we'll see. I would wager that Coke is going to try to push before the Uber becomes a factor.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of overloading IT, but maybe they rethought that. They could have about spotted out earlier or faking it, but oh, look at this. Look at Sam. They're moving up through sewers? Are you seeing the same thing I'm doing? This is interesting.
Yeah, I actually really like this push as a format of, or as a function of dry pushing, but they're not going to do it. You go out through the Al-Qaeda/ISIS area and have some people come out of the shutter door, and you're in a really good position to get in because the only player that can shoot at you is the demo, typically. And that, that's not great, but it's one player out of their whole team, and their soldiers have to reposition to shoot you.
Sezco's leading the charge. He's trying to sneak in here. He said, "Oh, I took a rocket," but maybe I don't know if they're going for any suicide here. It's kind of hard to unprocess sometimes. Maybe just wait for, there's 3 stickies on the ground, or maybe someone, as you said, an important class catches a roller. We're gonna see somebody break this stalemate soon.
Yeah, we'll see. They're still up in sewers, the combo too. So that's a little rare. There we go. Medic flying through the air lands perfectly on the only several pixels thick little piece of metal up there. Sam is actually going to get forced by Frag rather, not to be confused with old Fraga, and that's going to be huge. Because Miwo's got the Uber, they're trying to negotiate this choke. They don't want to pop it, which is a great decision, but it's going to happen. Hellbent, or Mason, rather, will not allow them to just Uber in for free. Now you're in the situation of, do you try and delay chair users spawn, Or do you just continue to push? Yeah, Muma got way too close there. They should have just gone all in on that. And, because there's no Mason, you've got a guy trying to build with gunboats. Your pocket has gunboats right now, but they are spilling out.
Unless they got a frag. I'm surprised that Blue gave up like that. Like, they killed the demo. If I'm not mistaken, it was 4-on-4, and they had their demo still, so I don't know. Blue does decide, you know, that they decide, hey, we're up, let's just chill, let's not make any mistakes, because it seems like every time they push in or something like that, something's going wrong for them. They need, at least in the past, like, 2 pushes, and they've given Champagne and Cocaine an opportunity to cap mid again.
I mean, that situation may just be mental fatigue, because they've been scrimming all night, and they get there, and then they delay Mason's forward spawn and lose.
Yep, Van going down though. Oh, nice play from Sezzy. He's moving in. Let's see, Frag. Oh, we may see a play from Frag. He's being a little sneaky. He sees 2x on the point, picks up the frag, goes up top, picks up the health pack.
Gets caught out on the back.
Oh no, really? Sezco with another frag on the medic.
Yeah, Miwo's positioning not so great there. You get trapped against that back wall and you can't move. You're literally in a death box, and Sam's Uber is popped off. Sorry to cut you off there, Buick, but that's like, whoo.
Yeah, I didn't see that. That's really unfortunate, and it might cause him this round. He did go down so easily to Sezco there. If the demo goes down here, oh, he decides to focus on Joshua, decides, goes back to the demo. Might get down. Joshua down. Oh no, Van needs to get a frag here. Van needs to get a frag. He needs it now. Chair user flying sky high up to the box. Goes down eventually to Tooth, and they're going to hold? Potentially move out. We'll maybe see if Sezco or somebody can do a nice little sneaky play. Sezco seems to be hiding right now. He's going to go for the pick on the medic potentially.
Yeah, he is sneaky in the side area, but I don't see anything happening just yet. No back cap attempts or anything. Strangely, no off classes either. That would have been, you know, they died pushing last. That would have been an opportunity to switch things up. But and Uber advantage is in play for Miwo, which is another thing that surprises me, that you don't try to get it out of them at second. But it's going to come in. They're totally blindsided. It's the 1942 Spring Offensive, and they're going to lose Sam, Muma, Joshua, and everybody's going to die.
Beautiful play.
Out of IT.
Them knowing that they were up by that, like, did you see? I think they were keeping somebody spamming and keeping all the eyes on Choke, and they just completely jammed through with an Ubered Scout and Soldier and got 3 quick picks. Like, a really good, you know, keeping them busy, staring at Choke, and just ran and cleaned it up. They knew they were ahead, and they took full advantage of it.
That's a disaster, because you have to know that the other team has Uber, and you've got to be careful about how close you let your medic drift to the Choke, and it was just too close.
Yeah, take your eyes away from IT for a second, and look what happens. They literally jammed maybe 3-4 people through IT.
Yep, and now they're in a bad situation. Miwo's still got his Uber advantage because of the med dying. If they move quickly, it'll negate anything that Sam tries to do. Here we go. Are we going to get to see an IT put or a sewer push? Yes,
we are.
They are dumping out. I love this push. It's one of my very most favorite things to do.
Soldier gets denied. Second Soldier going in. Oh, Sezco goes down. Top shot, nice, crisp, clean rocket. Miwo's dodging. He needs to get some height advantage. Gets the Uber out. They need to kill the med right now. Tooth needs to load his rockets, and because it took so long, they get the counter Uber. But potentially they can just chill here and get some post Uber picks.
Yeah, we got soldiers way up in the sky. Gonna get the health pack. So the nice thing here, the reason I like that is you're positioned onto a room that has a health pack. So somebody can get out of the medic's hair quickly. You're set to go to the Spire quickly. The real flaw there was that they needed to just go and get rid of their Uber and fight that out that way. They tried to take it slow, let the other team get Uber. So a little bit of a mistake there, but as a, you know, they played a lot of TF2 at this point, so you're gonna see fatigue-based mistakes.
It was only a matter of seconds too. Like, let's just say I agree with you. That's a wonderful play. If it's maybe 1 or 2 seconds faster, they get the medic before he gets Uber. You know. Frag moving in. They're putting nice pressure on the point. Now Blue's saying, please, I want this point back. They're saying, get off our point, actually, because Red has not captured it yet. So Joshua's going to throw in some nice spam down frag on. Oh, goodness. Nice frags over there. Frag needs to be careful. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't care. He's shooting rockets. He's shooting rockets left. He's shooting rockets right, and they're getting kills as they should. So Blue's going to move up into 2. Are they going to cap here? Are they going to defend the cap? Scouts moving in. Red's in a decent position, and Red's on Crits Creek. Full crits. Crits being shot out. Oh, man, there's a crit sticky on the Muma. Another shotgun on the top shot. Chair user is just, he's told to sat down. And, ugh, geez, they're going to cap because of this, potentially. They're going to be able to defend decently. Oh, Van's pushing aggressively. They got 2 scouts, both focusing targets together. They need to pick it, and they need to pick and choose aggressively right now. They're trying to pick out Muma, but nothing. What do you think about that? Still up on... do you like that spicy crits play?
I mean, I don't mind crits on principle. What I don't like there is the 2 scouts came in and they didn't focus fire. Like, they could have said, we will now kill the medic. But they did not do that.
It seemed like they're just chasing shiny things, whatever was on their screen, you know?
Yeah, as Vince Lombardi said, fatigue makes cowards of us all. And they just left.
So, right, oh my. Muma's on a 3-kill streak. Look at that. All their teams on nice kill streaks now. Top Shot gets nice frag on the Roamer Soldier there, but they're gonna lose 2 because of this. Look where they're holding right now. They're gonna move back into last. I think they don't even want to spam. You know, Frag shoots 1-2 rockets and says, please just take my point. We need to get this metagun, but okay, attacking with the Crits Krieg. What do you want to see right here? Right through mid, you think? Right aggressively through mid with a crit sticky?
Yeah, but they need that soldier to be right behind them. Oh, they're gonna lose Mason, so that's gonna make this a lot harder than it initially probably should be. Yeah, it's not going to turn out quite right. You get 2 kills. That's really... That's not what you want, but you can still do it. We've got a scout fighting it out on the point. Mason not there to help because he died.
Yep. Sniper! That was a sniper kill, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure he got body shot.
Yeah, he got body shot.
Yeah. I mean, with the crits, you know, that can happen too with the crits, because, you know, I mean, it sounds simple, but you're not involved. So, you know, that body shot, the sniper's licking his chops, and he's going to plant one right on your chest, you know?
Yep, I mean, in an ideal world, what you do there is you let your demo shoot the first 3-4 stickies, then you give it to a soldier, because by then they ought to have jumped you. But they're going to lose Tooth and Frag with Uber advantage. We're trying to do the IT push again. The other problem here is we've still got a scout really close to the medic. Miwo is going to go down, yeah. Just playing way too close.
Needs to be careful now to make it out, but look at this. They're gonna get 2, moving to last once again. Rinse and repeat. We'll see if they can do it better this time. Do you think he's gonna come up with crits again? I have a feeling he's gonna come back up with Uber.
Yeah. Oh, they're already on the point. They might get it. Yep, there it goes. So Sezco gonna tie this game.
Move it in.
Not so fast.
Yeah, I like that. It was like 3 or 4x on the point, and they had a scout pushed ahead. Perfect play by Sezco.
Let's see. Who should we watch, Buick?
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Muma. Let's watch him in the mid here. He's throwing out a nice little sticky, you know? Just saying, hey, what's up? I'm shooting stickies at you. They're shifting to the left, has nice vision on the team there. He's kind of got them caught and choked. Needs to be careful. Soldier jumping in now. Needs to call that soldier. Soldier is an IT. Needs to reload, get the heals, which he is. Get out of this corner. He needs to kill this soldier jumping right now. 1 pipe, 2 pipe, 3 pipe. Does not be able to protect his medic. Frag is causing quite a bit of an issue for this other team. Have you seen this? He still hasn't died yet. He has the stick out. He is being healed. Goes down because... that soldier jumping in frag right there, did you see how much of an issue he caused for the red team? That was that was putrid.
Top Shot bombed in, and 1 pipe killed the demo and the med there because they were so tied up with that soldier, and now we have fighting at last. So really fast play here from Hawaii Beach Vacation, but the man gets headshot. Miwo's dead. Sezco saves the game.
Oh goodness, that is pulling that out of the freaking back pocket. That is wondrous.
Oh, Sezco, world saver, keeps that was it. They were going to lose that round, go to halftime down, but Sezco keeping his team alive. Demo gonna go down. You don't want to see that though. It's still not over yet.
No, 2x on the point. Finally, they get Van, but Tooth. You think Tooth's going to go in for a jump here? He's just kind of spamming. He's being healed by the medic. This is an interesting situation. He's going to move in. He's going for the soldier then instead of the medic. Interesting call by Tooth. I think he might want to go for the medic there. Maybe he's just trying to get any frags he could.
Yeah, and Micah's going to go down now too, and they're in a tight situation. They're going to get mid without being forced unless something magical occurs. Miwo is really close still. If they'd have had a really fast jumping soldier go through there, he could have been in danger. But it looks like everything's going to be okay. they're still choosing to delay Micah's spawn. Like, they're a little slow there at stacking the point with 2 scouts. And now they're going to pop Uber at choke. Nothing much doing right now. You got to gain position on that Spire. Muma too far forward, going to die. Don't want that. And we've got Saam being threatened. He's dead. Yeah, completely botched second push, but it may still turn out okay.
There's 5x on the point right now. Nobody can really move in and go for that last because it looks like 4 seconds till they get 2 of their things. But as long as they heal up, maybe they'll move in. Sezco's moving on the left side. They do get the Uber off on the point. Just kind of, it's one of those situations you're just standing there. Come on, spawn, come to me, please. Finally flashes the tooth. And
they save it at halftime.
It was that close to oh my god.
They popped Uber on the point and the timer died out.
Oh.
Yeah, so
for a second it was tripping me out. I thought somehow like red cap on that point, you know what I mean? And then it was like, oh, it was halftime. Whew. Okay, word. It's time for us all to catch a small breather, you know.
Saved by the bell is what occurred there, because as soon as that Uber came off, they were dead.
Yeah, I know.
They were absolutely screwed.
Like, maybe that's why he kept his solo over as long as he could, because you know how much time is left in the round there, and you kind of got to park the bus on that point and say, guys, you're not going to cap. I'm going to be invulnerable, and we're going to half. So, damn, that's a hell of a first half.
Yep. So we go in tied up. That's a pretty big deal. Oh, we're actually starting already. So here we go. No time to talk about stats, Buick. We're getting straight to the TF2.
I love it. Woo! Oh man, I'm smiling like the butcher's dog, dude. This is what it's all about. Ooh. So, all right. What do we got here? I don't even know who to watch. I'm so freaking psyched. All right, we're gonna watch Muma coming off the middle here. He's throwing nice, doing the old sticky maneuver. Shifting up right here. The team calls him out, takes a few pistols to the head, has to watch out. Throws another sticky. Their soldier gets launched into him and jumps right back. Muma's seeing a lot of hit points. Throwing out some nice pipes. He's gonna get a pipe frag here. I know he's going to. So gotta back up because he's actually not getting much support here. Sezco with the 1-2 kills. Chair user with the 3rd kill, and it doesn't matter if it's 1x on the point. I do think Blue's gonna win this.
But yeah, they are bringing a lot of... They got pressured out, and they sort of baited out the kills there a little bit, calling the aggression from the Hawaiian vacation. They got on their planes, and they flew over, and it turned out that there was, like, dysentery or something at their vacation destination. So we've got Saam running up with tons of Uber. They're chilling on the point. I wouldn't mind seeing them go here, because Van is trying to set up a 7th player.
And he's going to get it up. Level 1 right now, so I don't know if they know about it. I mean, you could obviously, if you're poking and chilling and you're slowly going in, you could hear it. But they may not, if they move in right now, they may not know he has one. Hopefully Sezco can hear it, but he's kind of getting in a little fight right now. He's having a little 1v1 with his scout opposition there. Scouts it out, sees the gun. They may just chill here and go, play off the fact that there's a gun, but they're going to Uber. And instead, chair user coming in. They do pop through. Chair user sends 1-2 rockets at the gun. The gun does go down. Chair user gets launched up. He's in panic room again. What else is new? There is a heavy from Van sneaking up on the right side, putting the bullets into that scout. Joshua's getting completely riddled with bullets. Need to clear those stickies on the point. Blue has 2 stickies on the point, 3 stickies on the heavy. Muma's putting out some damage here. Muma and chair user, he's caught between a rock and a hard place. Miwa's going to go down. 4x on the point. That is a cap. That is a CAP cap.
That was... Miwo almost had the game saver again because he was at 94 when he died. So that was just by the skin of their teeth, Buick.
Goodness, my friend. 3-2. Let's see here. Okay, we're opening this up. Top shots making the mid. You get hit with a nice sticky there. Gotta be careful. He's sitting on 88 hit points. The other team may be able to take advantage of that. Gets the pack, though. So his team does not have a pack forbidden. He gets 1 rocket put on him. If he gets any more pressure, he's going to go down. Red is taking height advantage now. Blue's jumping in. Chair user, they're doing the old roundabout. Frag and chair user. No deaths yet. These teams are playing quite passive in middle. They're feigning aggression. Sezco gets a frag right there. Frag gets a follow up on Sezco. Red's moving up the left side. Blue kind of knows they're there, and they're saying, get the hell out of here. Frag jumping in. Saam just makes it out just alive. There's only 2 left. Are they going to be able to make it out alive? Because they're getting wrapped by 2 scouts.
Yeah, that's why I always say, if you're the team that gives the kill that wasn't a trade, you've got to start pulling your combo. Because they hung around down there way too long, and everybody got trapped in. And all that they did was lose a player, and you end up losing your whole farm because of it. So now you've got Miwo with Uber pushing second. They've got a demo and a soldier here, which means they could go to last right now. They should.
Sezco's going back into spawn. I'm thinking he snipes. Oh, let's see. Oh, look what look at this up this old spy boy.
Yeah, the defensive spy, kind of a rare choice. little baby sentry gun, the 7th player there, not really prepared for life yet. A little premature. And we'll see what they've got going here. They're going to try to get on point. Spy's coming in, not going to do anything. Going to try for the ambi headshots. Not going to get to anything. And going to die on the point. Soldier bombing in, gets a kill. This is your big moment, Frag. What can you do? He gets 2. Oh, he's going to die.
Oh, Muma. That, Muma dies there. Point cap. So that's a pretty nice clutch play there, would you say?
Yeah, Muma game saver Frag. He tried, but couldn't get his Frag video Kodak moment there from Muma.
So now look at this. They're going up. They're just rotating. It's a rotating stable of who's the off classer. So now we have Joshua's up on NG, and they have the roaming soldier up on sniper, while Sezco, Mr. Sezco, staying up on scout. So just I don't know where they're going to stand from this. They got the sniper watching, got the sentry gun up. All we need is a heavy, and we'd be set.
Yeah, they might feel like Sezco's their decisive advantage, and so they want to keep him on scout, because he is pretty good at managing scout playing lasts, which is kind of a rare trait in scout players. So we'll see. But Hellbent getting kind of beat up, or maybe, you know, Hellbent just feels like he's got the hot hand. We actually have 2 snipers right now. Sezco wants to snipe 2. Oh, he goes back to scout. I was really excited.
I would love to see that. Cherry user poking up a little bit. He's kind of just seeing where people is. Micah's hiding in that, you know, the normal little, I'm going to hide, I'm going to wait for shit to happen. There's stuff to happen, and then, you know, come into the fight spot. And we'll see. He's still just chilling there. Muma's moving up. He has to be careful if somebody runs on him in there. Frag's moving in, going for the point. Sends 1 rocket into the pyro, 2 rockets into the pyro. It's not going to end too well for him. So are we feeling an off class by Frag?
Yeah, you're going to have to jerk out an off class sometime because there are so many utils on Coke right now. Coke, you know, is down. They're down 3-2. So they definitely have to not lose, of course. So it went heavy util, and that basically hamstrings you into an off class, and it will be a spy.
Sneaky spy. Come on, Frag. We saw him last time when he was having 1v1 for last point in regards to Soldier Boy, but now in regards to spy. What do you want to? You think he's gonna ask for a distraction and he's just gonna post up, see where everybody is? Oh, look where he, up in panic room right now. Sees that engineer. I don't know what kind of stab he's gonna go for. He's uncloaking, just gonna go on the point, go for the gun. Oh, the NG's so far away from the gun, he may be able to get a free gun frag. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's
caught out. Yeah, I don't know. He just he panicked and didn't quite know what to do. So there goes Frag, not the best spy play we've seen, but hey, he was overwhelmed by his own freedom. He had an existential crisis looking at that sentry gun.
That was one of the weirdest things I've seen. Oh no, okay, and because of that, you know what? Come back up as sniper now.
Okay, simple game plan here for Frag.
Point, click head now.
Oh, Sezco trying to get himself a scout kill as Pyro. Would have caused probably some upsettedness there, but did not get the flare hit. There goes our op. Trying to get the kills. Pyro gonna try and kill him, and then he gets body shot! Oh, poor Frag.
He's not having the best luck right now.
Yeah, his off-classing luck is very low at this time.
How much you want to make him when he comes up his soldier now?
Well, you gotta come up as heavy now. You gotta go round the horn. Oh, he comes up as soldier. He's not gonna go for the full boat.
No. Comes back up as spy. Decides to just try to blend in next to the sentry. Comes up as sniper, and now he's just gonna fall, saying, screw it, just let me play soldier.
Yeah, let's medic on fire. I hate that. Because you're like, oh, I really gotta go get a health pack in case they bomb me or something. Oh, Tooth's gonna go down. Frag's gonna go down too.
After all that, he makes the medic drop. Oh no, Sam. Oh, Frag. Making medic drop. You know what? That kind of makes up for everything that just happened, more or less.
His frustration was at its peak, and now Sam's frustration is at its peak. They get several kills now. They're gonna have to fight the 7th player, but they're Ubered. They don't really care. NG tries to defend, trying to do a Carnage Johnson here.
Here's Cabbage!
There we go. Tie game again, Buick. 3-3.
Whew. Whew. Alright. This is getting juicy. This is absolutely phenomenal. So let's give Tooth a little viewing here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was so good in the first game. So
this is his round right here. This is it. This is it. He gets that nice little needle. He's going to get 300. He may jump in here. They've been kind of like they've been feigning aggression, then showing on their boxes, and it looks like they may do it again now. Sees another soldier there, gets bounced. You don't like to see that. He's on 50 hit points. Does go down, unfortunately. And because of that, Blue's going to kind of take positioning advantage right now. Red's kind of on the point. They're backing up. 1 down, 2 down. They're down a soldier. Joshua on a 3 kill streak. And they're being chased right now. Look at the soldiers going in. Soldiers are kind of claiming that area, saying, your sewer, it is now ours. We're chilling in it.
Yeah, and they're going straight to point. We actually get a pretty aggressive play from Hellbent. But yeah, that's how you should play, Buick. You send one guy to the point, you're good. They're going to try and delay this. Chair user gets a little bit of a surprise. The thing you got to do here, they didn't get on the point and cap it out. They were too busy trying to lock.
Look at the medic. Sam is running. He's getting clipped. He's getting stuck. No one's gonna chase him. But he cannot stick with his demo here. He may be able to get picked off. Oh, soldiers come in and get frags and clean up completely. There's a soldier going into sewer after them. His other soldier jumps in and defends him. And this is just some weird parody battle where they're kind of saying, hey, leave sewer. Hey, don't leave sewer. Like, who knows what's gonna happen next?
You can get stuck in a merry-go-round of death in sewer where you have guys like coming in and out of sewer in a circle chasing each other. And that's almost sort of happened there. I remember the team that had Dunn on Pocket and Open. It wasn't his original, you know. It wasn't Apocalypse or whatever it was called. I can't remember the name right offhand right now because I'm tired. But
sure. Some sewer plays?
Yeah, they used to do a little merry-go-round of death out there, and it worked great. And we see the push coming in now. They're stuck. They got to get to point, Buick.
I know. Once again, they force the Uber, but no point time. This could just be rinse and repeat of what we saw, but there is an Uber behind. Sam pushes Uber. We're going on a very juicy solo Uber here. Oh, chair user gets away from the Uber. He's just out of range. Gets back in range. They're going to cap here, potentially. Scouts are getting up on the point finally. 2x on the point. Unless Red gets another frag right now, they're going to have to retreat the back. Van is behind. Look at him. He's flanking. He's going for the med right now. He's running up behind. He gets one shot. Oh, they still don't see him yet. I don't think they know he's here yet. Oh, well, Sezco knows he's there.
The Sezco senses got him, and now they're pushing to last. They are going to have a little bit more of a challenge than I think they're bargaining for. Yeah, they're going to say, it looked like it was going to be easy, and then it was proportionally less easy, so we left.
Yep. Heavy weapons guy, come up. Let's see, last time we saw this team do this heavy weapons guy, they kind of didn't even try to hide him. Now they're at least putting him up top. Before, when they went defensive heavy, well, he was just kind of standing in the middle of the room before, so... we'll see if it pays off. Him just chilling up there, you know, getting his nice little buff for a second. Blue is slowly creeping in. I think they're maybe trying to rotate far right or come through middle. We'll see.
Yeah, they are in now. Medic gets sent flying to the opposite side. Sniper still out. Kind of rare to see the sniper hang around that long. The heavy in Micah is down already. Tooth is down, trading out for Joshua. Demo is actually up behind, gonna get stuck against the wall. Oh, Soldier Bomb comes in. Chair user annihilates Frag and Miwo. Top shot down 4-3. Champagne Cocaine.
Oh, this is just game point. This could be potentially match point. Match point for Champagne and Cocaine. Somebody's going to put the team on their back, and they're going to try to finish it right now.
Yeah, we got to watch somebody from Champagne, because this could be a big one.
Muma's out there right now, throwing stickies out. He's been getting in the middle very fast. He's been doing quite well. Sees puts some damage on the frag. Frag can't jump when you take that much damage. He does anyway, and kind of just goes back. But because he's watching the air shot, he gets taken out. So they're down a demo right now. Miwo goes down. Oh no, Champagne and Cocaine, as long as they keep their... Sam's moving back in. There's no medic. Because Joshua died there, they really can't push in. Like, even if you have 3 people and a medic, it's kind of hard to push process middle against 4 people set up with decent health, you know?
Yeah, your only real option there is you need to have some player, like a scout, that can guard the rock, and then you need to have a soldier that can jump the crates and spam. If you don't have that setup and they can't get through choke immediately, then your medic will die. And so they decided that it wasn't best to risk Sam there in this situation, because they've got Uber advantage. Like, they can still easily win.
Taking a while to move through choke. They need to be careful. They may not have the best Uber. They do sneak in. Sam has to... Oh, he does get forced early. This is really good for Red. So Blue may cap this point. Literally, this Uber has a checkbox that says cap the point. I don't think they can move off of it, because I think Red's going to have decent health. So there they go. They cap the point, and now it's leapfrogging Uber's time.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to do here, because you can take a pretty big risk and try to push second before the Uber is out while that team is in transition. But they're going to stall out, try to do the leapfrog, which is not nearly as exciting. But we'll see what happens. It's a good, solid strategy. We'll see if Miwo can get the Uber off. If Miwo doesn't get forced right away, it could be devastating.
He may. Oh no, his Tooth takes a little bit of damage going through there. Soldier bombing Mio. He gets the Uber. Oh no, Tooth needs to either kill this demo or move in on the medic, and Tooth is going in and gets kind of denied. There's still somebody alive in the back. Red's just gonna. Once again, anything you can do, I can do better, and Red is capping the point, 4x on the point, but they may move in on this. Is only 80%. They're looking like they're poking a little bit, and then they think better and move back. Frag has been going for this double jump in on the med. Here comes one. Oh, gets kind of pistol denied. 2 on the med, gets pistol denied again, and goes down from Sezco, cleans him up. So they're probably going to have to hold middle now. Blue may move in on top of leapfrogging Ubers. Now Red's down a man too.
Yeah, I don't know why Frag suicided forward like that, unless they were super confident that he was going to get that for us. So lots of Frag faith right now. Didn't come into play. The Uber is past midpoint. That's the point of no return, Buick. Sulfur not going to be able to force. Yeah, now you're going to be able to push it on through. If they hurry, they're going to stack it for no reason, and then not push it on through.
Red's playing
so
close.
Let it go.
Red doesn't have the Uber there. Sam is kind of leading the charge. He needs. Oh, they're moving in. Red doesn't have the Uber yet. They finally get it. They do lose a player. Red could have a potentially better Uber. They do get forced out. Blue. It might be solo Uber on solo Uber. Red should not multi right now. If he multis, this could be bad. He does multi, but he gets back in a decent positioning. And Blue's just gonna set up behind again. Give everybody their heals and say, guys, focus, breathe. Let's just get easy, nice picks, and let's end this cleanly.
Yeah, they. Coke was a little slow there, a little cautious. Actually, really odd behavior here. Hawaii is coming in hot.
Yeah, my God.
They were grouped up. I didn't expect that at all. It totally caught Coke by surprise. They are wiped out. We're headed for a 2-point swing unless some kind of disaster occurs.
On the med. Oh, no. Mason. He gets Milo down to 60 hit points. Could not hit that last shot, and because of that, 2's going to be capped. I can guarantee it.
It's all up to Muma. We'll see what he tries to do. He's putting traps out, spamming some pipes. He's gonna back away. So this is gold. Miwo has the chance to tie the game right now. The tying Uber is in his hands.
Indeed. Pressure on Miwo. I almost kind of want to watch Miwo going into this last point here. Let's see how they push in. Let's see when Miwo has to use this Uber and who he covers with this, because there's a gun up right now. He's moving in left. It's probably going to be a scout soldier type thing. They're going in right. Does not have to Uber yet. Sniper misses. Uber's the scout on the point. Takes it off. Pulls out his bone saw once again. Fascinating choice. Backs up with the Uber. Just kind of, they go for the picks and they may move on it again. The point is so capped at this point in time. There's only one scout left on it, but they cannot finish it. The Uber kind of got spread thin. One of the scouts they kind of just ran aggressively at the blue team, who backed up in the spawn smartly.
Yeah, I mean, Miwo kind of sold out there to try to cap the point, which is a risky play, but I don't hate it. It ended up causing him and their pocket to die and their demo to die, and then the scouts were just like, well, that's really great.
2x on the point, and Champagne and Cocaina has now captured their second point back. So can they ride this in the middle? They know they have an advantage right now. Like, I know they all know this, but you know, when you're up by a round, do you just play? Does it get into your head to play super passive here? Like, I mean, they're not putting their foot on the throat. I think they're just gonna chill and say, "Hey, red team, make another mistake so we can beat you that way."
Yeah, put a heavy on Spire, get a sentry gun in IT. Just force them to time the round out, maybe. We'll see. Their Uber is fairly close, so. Yeah, I don't know. I generally, Buick, when you try to mess with the game will mess with you.
Yep.
And so I don't like time scamming, but we'll see. Because this puts Beach Vacation in a position where they can just suicide over and over again. Unless this half has really been that long. I don't think it has been.
There goes Fraggin for his bomb, and he's done many times there. He kind of gets destroyed pretty easily. He might be baiting Blue into saying, finally, push us. We're down a man. Please, push us. Make a mistake yourselves, Blue. But if Red loses another player, they will lose this fight. I will say that. So Blue is getting kind of their... Oh no, they have to Uber back and choke. Red counters with their Uber. Sezco goes down. Red has a better Uber. All Blue's players are gone. Look at the mid right now. The med may get bounced up. Ooh, does not die, but they're just going to reset right now. Micah sneaking in behind left side. He's going to maybe pop out of sewer. The medic is with him right now. Oh, he goes down. Micah gets one kill. The med is with him, putting a lot of heals on his scout. And they have good positioning to maybe squeak this out, maybe start moving into 2. And because of that, Blue backs out bottom left.
Yeah, the problem here is the way TF2 works is the team that holds mid has a spawn advantage if the fight is on mid. So if you're the team that holds second, you can't get drawn out into a long fight at mid. And that's what happened to Coke. They let themselves be brought into a fight that they stayed in at mid, and the respawns killed them. That was all there was to it.
Yep, and because of that, capping point 2, we need to see some heroics. You know, we're not in any situation where time is that much of the essence right now. But when you're red, you would rather cap sooner than later. You know.
Yeah, you would really like to get this out of the way. And get to a tie game. You don't want to end up in a situation where you have to fight over this for a while and have to risk losing 4-3.
Frag moves up as sniper, gets picked. We'll see if last time he came up as spy, sniper, then soldier, then he made the medic drop. So we might see the same play again. We'll see what he comes back up as. 1 second to it, and it will be spy this time. So he's doing what he did last time in the opposite order. Last time we had the I'm gonna blend in and then I'm gonna miss the shot. Now it's I'm gonna get killed, and maybe he's gonna go for the blend in again. But there is no. Ooh, we do have a sentry gun up. We'll see if he's attracted to the sentry gun again.
Yeah, like a moth to a light. The interesting thing here is that you end up with a little bit of strategy being put into play because you want to know how much time is left. They know we don't, and you can, if you know that there's... Oh, they got the stab on Muma. Yeah, there we go. I didn't expect him to really go for that, but he didn't really have too many choices.
They're moving in off of this too. Oh, this is it. This is the big player now. I'm watching Tooth right now. He's taking 300 hit points. He's going in. He does not need to get hit by the Uber. He now is get hit by the Uber. There is no flash. He has this full Uber. 1 gun at the rocket, 2 guns at the rocket. Excuse me. The rocket's at the gun. It finally goes down. Oh, dispenser down as well. Top shot down. Med meets up with Tooth. He's getting some hit points. He needs to take out this scout right now. He does. Sezco goes down. Blue could bleed a little Lutch right here. They got to watch out for their demo. Instead, Tooth goes down, and Blue may be able to capture this back. Frag's going to need a big player now. He's going to meet up with his medic. Van is hiding behind the point. He's up in panic room still. I don't know if anybody knows he's there. There are stickies on the point, but if he can clear those off, he can easily cap here because the demo man's thinking about moving up. Oh, he's going on. He wants the demo to blow stickies. He wants him to blow stickies. He finally dies with 3x on the point.
Whew. Wow. That was a pretty big exchange there, Buick. Miwo and them sold out, but like I said about mid, the same applies to last. If you hang out on last too long and you get drawn into a fight, the respawns will kill you. And they just spent way too much time on last. I'd say that the issue on their last pushes right now is Top Shot is not being escorted. Top Shot is just walking in by himself and getting blasted.
Yeah.
So you cannot win if your demo man does not contribute to the fight.
Blue coming in really aggressively with their Uber now. Oh man, they may lose one player, they may use Chair User, but he trades. Muma goes down too. So we'll see if this pays off. They came in, they're clearing out the point. As long as they cap this point, it'll be fine. Ooh, it's so close. It finally gets capped, and Red's coming back out with a vengeance and saying, give us back our point. But in turn, they're losing people. Frag going down. Like, they have 4x on the point, but Blue may be able to poke a bit. Now, backing up both their scouts, thinking better of it, and just going to reset the fight over 2.
Yeah, what I like to do in that situation, if I were Coke, you just all pretend like you're running to last. As soon as they pop that Uber out there, or as soon as they make their push out there, just run to last. Because they will not cap the point. Everyone will panic.
Yep.
You will so immediate panic.
Blue moving up. They have a 40% advantage here. They're doing that play again. We've seen them do this before, and they caught their... Oh, he gets completely denied. Oh, my God. The soldier's getting launched up in the air, too. We've seen that play work before, and they picked the medic quickly. Looks like Blue learned a little better. They denied them better, and they're making it out with their medic, who's going to have a counter leapfrog Uber right now, but they also are down a soldier in comparison to a scout. If Red overloads their heals right now, they may be able to move in. And just going to take mid. Muma goes down. It's kind of hard to hold 2 sometimes without a demo. Even when the opposition has an Uber, do you think we're going to see him poke a bit?
I mean, it depends. Muma seems pretty important to his team over there. They may delay it just a bit. Furthermore, we got the fact that they are in the lead. So it's not really on them to necessarily push here. So they may try and time scam this out. Because worst case scenario, you get kind of a free round at the next one if it's too short. So...
See here, oh, Soldier's jumping in. We got a big bomb in there. Frag goes down. Sezco goes down. They trade the Soldier for the Scout, so not really that beneficial, but Blue's kind of caught behind him. Oh no, Cherry User gets dropped. That cannot happen, and it's going to be a much better Uber for Red now, especially if that Scout gets caught out. That Scout needs to be careful. Joshua, and get out of there. He does not get out of there in time, and because of Sam dropping Mason there, that's an easy second cap for Red.
Now, they don't have Top Shot. I would normally suggest pushing through on this, but Top Shot is not there. And this is setting them up for a really hard fight. They are selling out their medic for it. And Miwo gets pretty banged up. Top Shot doesn't really know what to do, switching classes. And it's not going to happen, no. So Miwo needs to escape. He's running out to choke. Yeah, they tried to go in without Top Shot, and that... You need your demo for last pushes. Like, the last push is the demo man's wheelhouse.
So, like, going into out there, as you saw, like, the medic kind of sacrificed himself. The Scouts couldn't really finish it up. I think they maybe just got excited, just wanted the round, you know, and I don't want to say nerves or anything, but you got a little too excited and moved in a little too early there.
I mean, by this time you're running low on time, so they need to make something happen quickly.
Ewo going down, sticky trap. Oh no, this based on these antics from Red, I'm thinking time is quite low.
Yeah, because they're having very little regard for themselves. They're going to try to cap this out. Go to last. They pop their Uber. Every time they pop their Uber out on second, it means you win. It means you win the game. Here we. Oh no! It got caught by a soldier. The universal rule fails.
I liked what he was doing, but that Soldier was there just to deny it.
Alright, so we see them recap second here. We still don't know how much time there is. This round has been fairly long. And they are pushing out to mid. So they're going to try to make things happen here. Big fight on the point. Red is in a tight situation because they're a little beat up. Their positioning is bad. They're going to lose frag too, so that's going to delay things even more. And they're stuck at second. Coke is turning the dagger.
I was about to say they're up by a little more than before, but you got to make some plays now. Like you're defending year 2. Blue is not obligated to push at all right now. So we have to see some kind of coordinated bomb, some kind of coordinated force, because Red can't afford to sit here and just defend their 2.
Yeah, the respawn timer now comes into your favor because anytime you fight at mid, they have to cap mid to win. So they are going to valiantly sally forth Buick and try to have an Uber fight on mid off of second. It's not going to work. Tooth is already dead. The med is in threat, but he blasts himself out of there and turns out okay. But yeah, this is a bad situation for our Hawaiian vacation.
Yep, Red needs frags now. Hawaiian vacation needs to pick up multiple frags now. Time is, if I'm not mistaken, it's maybe like a minute, 2 minutes left, so they need to focus this demo. They need to get Muma and Chair User, and they could do it with who's up right now. Sam goes down. This could be big as long as they protect their medic. They need to move in. It's the Tooth and Van show right now. Tooth and Van need to move in. They need to cap, and I don't know if they're going to have time for this. They need to start moving up already. Let's see what... Oh, Blue setting up the defensive sniper. They're just trying to milk this set up and make him walk right into the line of sight.
My trap did 147 to you, Miwo, says Muma, but snipers are out here now. Chair User and Joshua both down. Exactly what you want if you're in the Hawaiian vacation. They have Uber. They need to just take it to last.
Yep.
You've got to get Top Shot there now. Arrow Top Shot. Get him to last. Go.
Move in, move in.
Please go.
Oh, frag dies. This could be bad. They just need to move in. Who cares? There's 2x on the point.
You've got to go. You have no choice.
Yeah, they're thinking, they're trying to buff everybody. They're not sure what to do.
You have to go. There we go. So they're in now. Do not let Top Shot die. Please. This is all that matters. The 7th player is gone. They're on the point. Fighting now. It's Top Shot is still alive, so there's that for the side, but there's not enough kills. They sold out for the point.
Heavy weapons guy puts a lot of damage out right there. Frag's moving in. Miwo's moving back, and they need to start buffing and move in. There's not a lot of time left. I keep on putting emphasis on that, but there really isn't a lot of time. That was probably going to be the push. Here comes his players. Maybe one last push into... I mean, you're not pushing into Uber, so is this where you just buff everybody in and pray to the sun god Ra and hope things work out?
There must be enough time because you're not bringing a heavy or anything wacky. You're just going with your standard setup, and they're playing a little passively. So maybe there's like a couple minutes left, but we'll see. You can go for the right side dead push, so they are going to go for that. Mm-hmm. There's a sniper and a gun over there. They've got a soldier on top of it.
As long as Sezco's up there and he's not getting hurt, it's going to be really hard to take this point. 2x on the point. They need to put somebody else on it. Sezco's just mowing things down. He's just chomping them down with bullets galore. And I don't know. I don't think there's much you can do at this point in time. Miwo's stuck in. Ends up getting sticked in the face. And
98%.
Oh, no. 98%. Well, you know what? I would love for somebody to answer me, like, why do you think he is running the regular bone saw? Like, is it
faster?
10% faster? Like, it's like I could see maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to question it now, but like, it would have been nice to hit an Uber saw there and get your Uber, I guess. So, who knows?
Yeah, because that soldier didn't have a rocket in the gun, so you would have had your. That was like prime Uber saw getting time. Mm-hmm. So we're again forced into this desperate act of having to try and figure out what to do. They, again, don't have any off classes, and they have to fight a heavy and an MG.
Sezco gets
down. He punched him.
Punches. Frag moving in. He's only on 6 hit points. They're getting cleaned up again. So, Sezco with the punch kill. It's almost kind of fitting. Just, get off of my point. I'll knock you the hell out,
Sezco says you're going to catch these hands. Yep. And that was the end of the enemy team's medic. So, Sezco breaking out a little bit of the hubris, I'd say. Miwo's gonna go down. So this looks like garbage time to me, Buick, unless some sort of miracle occurs.
Yep, they're not even moving up. There's 5x on the point. Is that gonna be it? As long as he doesn't have any obligation to switch off of whatever class he's on. Frag, they're gonna move in. Tooth goes down, and that's it, man.
That's it.
That is it.
The clock goes out, and goes the buzzer, and so long to our Hawaiian beach vacation.
3 maps. 3. We were kind of like thinking about it before. What's going to happen? Who's going to win? What's it going to go to? And at the last, third freaking map, man. It's freaking amazing.
We got our wish. It's now 1 o'clock in the morning. We are ready. It looks like we got people coming in for interviews. So we're gonna get that set up now once all the guys get in.
Yeah, bring them in.
Hello.
Yo.
What's good, dude?
People.
What's good, baby? Yeah, it's a hell of a game, my friends. I don't even know what to say. There's three maps. Went to 3 maps. Like, congratulations first and foremost. On to the next round. I'm sure that feels pretty good.
Sezco is a heavy main, and all that pubbing paid off.
Freaking knocked somebody out there. That was awesome at the end.
Yeah, he punched the medic, and then yeah.
So
this is ESEA-IM.
Third, like after the first map, it's like a CP map, and it's kind of close. They squeak it out. You guys just freaking. Were you expecting Viaduct to go 4-0 like it did? Like after that first map?
Yeah. Viaduct is by far our strongest map.
Yeah. I think Viaduct rewards how people on this team like to play, where they like to pick their fights and like really bully people.
Sure.
So I would agree that Viaduct's probably our best map, because even if they kill Saam, like every time we just kill their whole team, so that was working out.
Yeah. Like, I was looking at some of your guys' KDs on Viaduct Mason. I think you had something disgusting like 30-something and 7. Like, you don't see that from a soldier. That's pretty freaking good. So, 7 deaths on Viaduct. You guys had a hell of a Viaduct game. I know that much. So okay, you're 4-0 Viaduct, and you're moving into this third map. Is there any, are you just thinking you're going to clean it up quick? I mean, it ended up being pretty close, but, you pulled it together.
I personally never think that process games are going to be quick. Sure. I've always played like soldier and medic on that map, and like combo play when like the teams are even is always super just like grind in, Uber, back up, they Uber, back up. Like it's really hard to get multiple cap points off of it because of how big the chokes are. And the mid fight, it's like really hard to roll somebody in the mid fight because of how long it takes to develop. But I mean, I don't know. After the first, didn't we like get like a 1 minute round or something in the first half, or in the first round of the second half, and then it got questionable after that?
Yep. Yeah. It was a really quick round at the beginning of the second half. The first round was long too. The first round on both maps, both CP maps, was quite long. You guys are kind of feeling each other out. Maybe not wanting to just play too aggressive, but What was your guys? Okay, on middle, we kind of saw this where you would like feign some aggression, you jump up on the boxes, and then there ended up being 10 seconds till somebody from either team would die. A lot of those middles. Was that just you guys waiting for them to make a mistake? Is that the best way to put it?
I think you might be thinking about the mids more than we did.
I don't know. They had two soldiers who liked to rocket jump a bunch on mids, and so eventually I was just like, well, I'm gonna keep rocket jumping because their soldiers would just rocket jump when I would rocket jump, and as long as their soldiers are rocket jumping, they're like not killing our demo and our medic.
Yeah.
So that was actually the strat for I think 2 or 3 years, was just like rocket jump until I ran out of health.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you guys think about? Here's an honest question. The best of 3 format. I mean, it's sure as hell is exciting for all of us to cast and watch, but like, is it a lot more TF2 than you like match wise than you're used to at a certain point in time? Does any kind of like mental fatigue or anything? Does it tick in a little bit?
It feels like scrims.
I'm falling asleep as the interview goes.
Yeah, we started around a little bit later than scrims normally start, but finished a lot later.
I mean, I liked
a lot of
TF2. It was fun to play all that TF. It kind of reminded me of like LANs where you play TF2 until like you drop. But I like it more than the double elimination format because it's like we had. I mean, if our first round map was Badlands and just Badlands, like we would be in the lower bracket. But if it was Viaduct, we'd be in the upper bracket. And this is like a more even spread, I guess.
Yeah, that's,
I
like
like
if you have one map you can't play, like that can fuck you over in one map double elimination.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's how Counter-Strike has done it for a long time, outside of the ESEA. And I think it's a better format. The only hard part is like getting people to scrim like all the maps you want to scrim because teams want to work on different maps. But whatever.
Now, going into this match, I mean, obviously you guys know all the maps. Were you like putting emphasis on like, did you scrim process at all? Did you think it was going to go that far? I mean, did you mess with Viaduct? Like, how do you prepare scrimming for something like this best of 3? Are you trying to, get every map under your belts, or you just trust your strats on some maps already? Or
we played Badlands. We almost exclusively played Badlands because we were just so awful at it. Like we played Viaduct and we saw that we were doing really good at that. We played like 1 or 2 process, but besides that, we were just on Badlands every single night.
We just tried to lose as many Badlands scrims as possible, and and it didn't work, and we still lost. I don't know. That map's a hard map. I think it's like.
I think definitely everyone on, or like they've been playing a lot longer, and a lot of that, or I think some of them have, and can come down to like knowledge of how to play the map more than DM.
Process like new map. Everybody knows how to play it.
Well, Process gets pugged way more.
Process is like a
simple.
Process is a pretty simple map compared to Badlands.
I'm awful at Badlands. I don't even know the rollouts.
Yeah, do you guys like the choke rollout he does? It's insane. Every time I like shake my head because he rolls out.
It's like watching Mousy, but doesn't hit anything.
Okay, playoff wise, so obviously you guys win this. So who's, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at the postseason right now. Who's your guys' next opponent in the next best of 3 right now? Who do you play?
Monster.
Monster. 1 versus 4 seed. Okay. Have you guys played them recently on any maps? How does it feel going against them? We destroy them
on Badlands, don't we?
Oh, don't say that. No, you can't say that.
Fucking Hellbent over here talking about scrim results.
I just I don't know. I don't think that team had been scrimming a lot, so I don't know how much us beating them on Badlands meant when we still lost our match on Badlands. I think they had been doing Highlander and stuff. I don't know. We know how they play. We know what they want to do. We're pretty familiar with them at this point. Our last match against them didn't go too well because we had like just changed rosters. I think Hellbent and I had been playing with the team for like 8 minutes before we played them.
Oh, I came in like second half because I couldn't get the client to work.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Because your broke ass
140
computer.
Ping.
So, roster set.
Canadian.
Everybody's gelling. Everybody's feeling good and stuff like that. So I don't know. On to the next round we go. It's probably feel good. You go pat yourselves in the back. Feels nice. Marxist, you got anything you want to throw at these dudes?
No, I mean, you covered pretty much all the bases, so just congratulations, bros. Hope you can go a little bit further. I like this best of 3 format for casting. I don't know if I'd like it so much as a player, because it's I'm sure it's exhausting.
And that's awesome.
I think at least a couple players on our team got in good pregame naps, so...
I think honestly, like, us having such a good time on Viaduct kind of like re-energized people. Like, I think if we'd gone straight from Badlands to Process, I wouldn't be surprised if we had lost Process, just because I was very frustrated at the end of Badlands. We had a few times where people didn't hit tab enough and we ended up bleeding. Yeah, but whatever. I mean, I like the format. You like the format. It's tiring, but we deal with it.
Yeah, we were kind of pointing out, like, we were thinking ahead of time. We're like, oh, we knew the 3 maps. We're like, okay, yeah, of course, third tiebreaker map, it's going to be Viaduct. And then we go to the second map, and it's Viaduct right off the bat. It's kind of a nice, energizing spritz in between the 2 CP maps. So maybe that'll continue, So it seemed to work out for you guys.
Let's hope so.
But so if we're prepared to wrap up, I'm going to let our numerous guests... you get a little forum here. You get to do your shout-outs. So say hi to your mom or whatever it is you want to do now. I'll give you that freedom as a reward for coming.
Well, some of the people with the bedtimes need to go first.
All right.
Shout out TF2 Pugny Hero Mark and John. And Quake. That's it for me.
Just really shout out to everyone who's played on our team throughout the season, because we've gone through so many roster changes.
All 16 of you.
Yeah, all 16 of you guys. You guys rock.
Last shout outs, boys. Get them in now.
All right. Shout out to all my boys at Nah. Oh, damn. Yeah, big shout out to Lucrative.
Get a clue.
Stop.
Okay.
Bape, Dingo, Small and Soft Homies, Milo. I think that's about it. Oh, and Buick and Marxist. Apparently, I got numerous compliments of y'all's casting, so keep up the good work. People are happy with y'all.
I love this Smurbeck.
Cool. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for casting the Truck for doing
Yes, Kurt.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's a shit ton of work for Truck and Dashner.
Give freaking Kurt some hearts or some shit, because yo, boys, you pulled it together. I really like this. We have 2 casters, camera and production. There was some pretty stats. There's just in general just pretty production. So thumbs up to all the people helping out there.
Yeah, they put so much work into it, and me and Buick just show up and we watch the video games, and then we talk about them a bit, and we don't even know it happens. So it's great.
Anything else, anybody?
Salam.
See you soon, Goldfish.
Ooh. Thanks again, y'all. That was a lot of fun. I'm out.
Alrighty, so here we go. You got any shout-outs, Buick?
No, man.
I'm gonna sign us off.
Just rest in peace, Pimp C. That's all I gotta say.
Alrighty, well, for Dashner, Truck, Buick, and myself, and TFTV, have a good evening, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the games.